AvnerGat.com. You call Avner Gat, 818-917-5256. Avner takes the call himself. Hello!
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Join Mason and Ireland Wednesday, October 2nd from noon to 3 at Ralph's on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. Come see Lakers legend James Worthy for a meet and greet and enter ESPN LA's Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
12:17 on a live imaging Tuesday on Mason and Ireland. Now, John,
yes, sir.
Can I sit as close to you today as you sat next to D'Angelo Russell yesterday at Media Day?
Sure.
I mean, you guys were close.
We're tight. That's
they
my
are
boy.
Close. But I think it's like right here.
Like really? I was crowding him.
Really? Right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I didn't notice.
You were. It's like you were covering him, like you were defending him.
Well, I couldn't defend him.
No,
I couldn't defend anybody.
Anyway, that's the
including me.
Did you guys have fun at Media Day?
It's a good time. Yeah, I think we got to everybody.
It's a whirlwind. You just kind of get in the cockpit, and it's like an e-ticket ride.
Here's this guy. Here's that, and you just kind of go. LeBron, I thought, was great yesterday too. We had a lot of fun with LeBron.
Yeah, we don't get him a lot, so I was glad he was good.
We made the most of it, and he was terrific.
You know what you always got to make the most out of?
What?
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. Right now.
And so,
we got daytime baseball.
Day.
Daytime baseball action.
By the way, we did not good afternoon yesterday.
That's no really growl?
No growl.
You got scared?
None.
Well, they just kept bringing us people.
And they kept saying, keep it down, keep it down.
You didn't want to do an 11 a.m. growl?
No.
How'd you guys like that 4-hour shift?
I didn't care about the keep it down.
Yeah.
Keep it down, stupid. If you guys don't want it, say we won't come.
Yeah.
But if we're coming, we're talking.
Yeah, 4-hour shift. I don't ever want to go back to a 4-hour shift. It was fine yesterday, but I can't believe people still do 4 hours?
The Odyssey radio stations do 5 hours.
I believe that.
They're stretching
they are stretched thin.
They're stretching every dollar.
Yes.
They got midday shows doing 10 to 3. Can you imagine doing 10 to 3?
10 to 3
Ouch.
is rough. 10 to 3 is rough. 7 to midnight was rough.
Yeah, but I feel at night you can get away with more
You
crap.
can do whatever at night. Yeah, nobody really cared when we were on at night. So Morales was at the SC game on Saturday.
Okay.
When Mason sliced his hand open.
He was there to see
By the way, Chris, if I was going to tell you a story that someone at the radio station sliced their hand open on a can, how many guesses would it take for you to say Steve Mason?
0.
Yeah.
Because it would have been...
You have the unique ability to get injured in the most mundane ways.
And they're not easy cans to open.
No, they were hard to open.
But you also don't keep going till you slice your hand.
Well, no. The problem is if you hold the cap too low and turn it, then you catch all the
What was
strays.
in the bottle?
Just water. It was a can of water. I don't want a can of water, by the way.
But do you know why they do that?
Well, is it better for the environment?
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
It's colder. It's
no,
easier to keep them colder.
I'd rather have a bottle.
Well, I understand.
Give me a bottle of water.
But everyone's trying to push the aluminum thing, and it's colder.
Dasani is owned by Coke, so that's who I actually wind up suing, right?
The
Heck
Coca-Cola
yeah,
company?
The Coca-Cola
they
company.
got deep pockets.
They,
Do it.
They got some dough.
Where's
Look at
Jacob?
this finger. This finger will never be the same.
Is Jacob coming in today?
I will find out.
All right.
Okay.
Do you use that finger
Tell
a lot?
Jacob we're going to
it's
sue Dasani.
It's a good Jacob question. Yes,
Yes.
it is.
They
Yes,
might
it
have a
is.
few shell companies you got to get through.
Probably do. Probably
He's
do.
still getting paid.
But I thought overall. Now, here's the thing about Morales. He's a quitter. He's
I'm not a
big,
quitter.
You're a big quitter. You are the ultimate quitter.
I thought the first half looked horrible.
Right.
And I said, somebody give me a Lincoln Riley bobblehead.
You said, at halftime, you said, this game is over. And I said, no, this game is not over.
You were right.
You've not seen the second half
You were
Trojans.
right. You were right.
Yeah, you should have reserved that for the Ram game.
Well,
yeah.
The Rams, I did the old Tony Bruno bit to start Travis and DeMarco.
Well, which was?
We would like to thank our 2024 Los Angeles Rams
Oh,
for
stop
participating. Pick up your commemorative
Stop.
F Them Picks t-shirts at the door.
Stop.
It is a final, my friend.
It is not a final.
Final.
No, it's not a final.
Picks.
Not a final.
Morales is closer to being right than you are.
Wait a minute. No, there's two options here: final or not a final. So, is it a final? Are they done?
If I have to jump in with somebody, I'm jumping in with Chris.
You're wrong.
They're a fake punt away from being 0-4.
Blah blah blah.
Well, you could blah, blah, blah. That's
I
reality.
am blah blah blahing.
They didn't. You can't beat Chicago with a rookie quarterback?
You know what? By the way, that rookie quarterback had a pretty good day.
Yeah, but
Pretty good day.
Yeah, but
They finally were able to run
your
the
prediction
football.
about the Bears ain't happening.
2-2. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't expect Minnesota
Vikings,
to be that good.
Packers, Lions.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I mean, 2-2. What are the lines? 3-1, I think.
Did you cry
Yes.
a little bit last night when Jared Goff had the first ever NFL perfect game?
Yeah,
That reminds me. I want to read some to you guys, but go ahead, Mace.
Yeah, I was going to say this. I don't remember. Now, I was always a big Jared Goff
Oh,
defender.
yeah, you were an apologist.
Did nothing to apologize. I don't think I turned on him ever, did I?
You turned on him at the end.
Did I turn
when
on
everyone knew McVay was done too? That's when you turned on him.
So I turned on him when he got hurt in the playoffs. Is that when I turned on
I
him?
feel like you turned on him a little before, but
Because I was always a huge Jared Goff
you were
defender.
in.
And Jared Goff has become an elite quarterback.
Okay.
Last night demonstrated
I don't
that.
know about elite just yet.
Elite.
All right, no, you guys took me right to where I want to go. Julio, one of our listeners,
Yep.
said yesterday, tweeted this out after the Lions game. I said it when Goff was traded, and I've said it like 100 times. McVay made a mistake in trading Goff. Goff had almost, if not better, stats than Stafford. He's younger and has missed one game in his career.
Right.
I could not disagree with
Yeah.
Julio more.
It's terrible.
Matthew
Terrible take.
Stafford was one of the most successful trades in Ram history.
Yep.
They traded for him in the first year.
Yep.
He took him to the Super Bowl and won it. Jared Goff's never done that.
and Matthew Stafford's still a top 5 quarterback.
And as soon as Matthew Stafford led you to the Super Bowl, that trade, you won the
It
trade.
worked. It
That's
worked.
it.
No matter whatever.
I don't know what
Jared
this
Goff
Julio's
does down the
looking
line.
at.
that damn stinking Julio.
Well, here's the thing. I remember being at that Super Bowl that the Rams won and saying, who is Jared Goff again? Seriously, we won the friggin' Super Bowl. There's no way that was a bad trade. There's no way that didn't work out. Now, is Jared Goff, he's on a better team right now, so he's performing better, but I still would take Matthew Stafford here.
Matthew Stafford's still a top 5 quarterback, but the problem for Matthew Stafford is he's got nobody to throw to at the moment, and he's running for his life with that offensive line.
The fairness was better this last week. It's been better
but
since
he was still running. He was still running for his life at times.
He was running.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no question. No question. The line's not 100%. They're missing 2 offensive linemen. That's not going to change in the short term. And of course, you got to wait until after the bye to maybe see Cooper Kupp, maybe see Puka Nacua.
And then you know what's happening after the bye. SoFi is turning to the silver and black.
blah blah blah. We'll beat the Raiders. Blah blah blah.
Good chance.
We'll beat the Raiders.
Good chance.
Yeah, I like.
But then
our
you get the
odds.
Vikings next.
Yeah, that's a tough game.
They're good.
That's a very tough game. I'm happy for Sam Darnold.
Me too.
Yeah, who really never got a fair shot in terms of systems that he was in. And obviously everything is lined up for him right now, and he's playing at an MVP level.
Now, tomorrow is a big day. Mason and Ireland are heading back to the Ralphs on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. You remember the remote we did there a few months back. It's time to kickstart the basketball season, and the great legend James Worthy will be there tomorrow, noon to 3 at the Ralph's on Hawthorne Boulevard, 1413 Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. You can also win autographed memorabilia, all kinds of prizes, and you can enter the ESPN LA Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery.
Nice.
Everly was telling us about that movie he made. That's no good.
Megalopolis.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I've read 4 or 5 really bad reviews, but I saw Aubrey Plaza on The Daily Show, and they ran a clip from the movie, and it looked kind of interesting. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. It's about 3.5 hours long.
Ooh.
Which
rules John Ireland out.
That's one of those movies that when it comes to streaming, I'll watch it an hour at a time. So it'll be a 3-part limited series, which would work. But yeah, I hear it's absolutely awful. But it's Francis Ford Coppola. It's his last movie. I mean, he spent $100 million of his own money on it.
And apparently it's made like $1 million.
Yeah.
I like Aubrey Plaza. I like Natalie Emmanuel, who is on Game of Thrones, is in that movie.
Adam Driver's in that movie.
Yeah,
it's
so
a
he's
great
got some
cast.
good people in there.
Yeah, but no, apparently not good at all. The Rotten Tomatoes score is terrible. The audience score is terrible. I'd steer clear of it until it gets to streaming.
Well, if you're steering clear, that must mean it's bad because you go see everything.
Here's the weird thing about this year in movies. I have not been to the movies in a few months.
Why?
Just football. There's an SC game on Saturdays. There's a Rams game on Sundays. I didn't see.
Is there anything in a theater right now you'd be dying to see anyway?
Beetlejuice, which I hear is fantastic.
Did you see it, Laura?
I haven't, but I want to.
Brian, did you see it?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah, everybody has loved that movie. It's made just $1 bajillion, but that's the one that I wish. And then Joker's coming out on Friday.
The trailer for that looks great, and the SNL movie's coming out next week.
Next week, it's actually playing. You may be interested in this. It's playing. It's on screens right now in L.A. I saw it at Century City. There are limited.
Oh, you saw the movie?
No. There are limited screenings,
okay.
But it's playing at Century City and it's playing some other locations because I know you're crazy to see it.
I've got a crazy week.
Yeah.
I'm leaving Thursday to go out to Palm Desert, and the Lakers play Friday and Sunday. By the way, both games you can hear here on the home of the Lakers, ESPN LA.
And the all-new ESPN LA app.
Yes.
Yep. And, as a matter of fact, Sunday, what time's the Ram game Sunday?
125.
Yeah, 125. It's the game of the week, 125.
So Greg's not here right now, but my guess is we're going to go right out of Rams into Lakers, but I'm not sure.
Probably.
Yeah,
Lakers are
right.
at 6:30.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, yeah, that'll be right.
So maybe the pregame might have to be somewhere else, but we'll see.
Hey, by the way, when is the game in Palm Springs or Palm Desert?
7:30 Friday night, 6:30 Sunday night. 7:30 Friday against Minnesota and their new team. Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. And then Sunday against Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker.
Nice.
And the Phoenix Suns.
So if I was to say, if I was to hit you up for tickets for Mom and Not Stepdad Leo, what would you say for one of those two games?
I would say track down our old friend Tim Lywicki.
Tim Lywicki's the guy?
Runs that
that's
building.
his building, yeah.
Then you'll get better seats than I would.
I will absolutely
You would going
do that.
through me.
Yeah, I will text Tim right now. All right, coming up next for you, let me see. Who is the best number 2 in the NBA? The best number 2 option. Plus, it's National Poetry Day, and ChatGPT has been busy. That's coming up next for you. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, let's talk about smile. Brighter, healthier smile. Beverly Hills Orthodontics is run by Dr. Monica Madden. She's the best. A top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. With Monica, your smile is in expert hands. They have 4 convenient locations: Beverly Hills, Studio City, Alhambra, and downtown LA. And Monica has an unmatchable team, so check them out today at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com or call 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. That's 877-753-8736. 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
It's time for your LAFC preview, where we take a quick look at this week's matchups and news around your Los Angeles Football Club. Powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The Black and Gold are coming off two of the biggest wins of 2024, raising the Open Cup trophy on Wednesday night and a gritty road win on short rest in Cincinnati on Saturday to clinch a playoff spot. LAFC defender Ryan Hollingshead.
And to put together a result like that on the road and that quick of a turnaround is huge for us going forward. And I think it'll be a big boost in our confidence going into playoffs, and I think give us a ton of momentum to go fight for another cup.
With 4 games left in the regular season, second place LAFC are back at home tomorrow night for a battle with 12th place St. Louis City SC. Pre-game gets going at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And that's your LAFC weekly preview, powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and coupons off your next oil change. Go Black and Gold.
Hey, John Ireland here. If you've been thinking about selling your home, the real estate market is changing. Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage is focused on the seller's needs and will make you a competitive cash offer and can close in days. No agents, no commissions. Getting your home ready to list can be expensive and complicated. You don't want a lot of people coming in and out of your house. Seller's Advantage makes the selling process easy so that the sellers walk away happy. They may even offer you a $10,000 advance to help with moving expenses. Get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747 or go to sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
We had it all.
We're doing yacht rock anyway. This is Bertie Higgins, right?
Yep, Key Largo.
I'm slowly learning every yacht rock song. So I even know Bertie Higgins, who is a one-hit wonder, if I'm not mistaken.
You,
right?
I think, are correct.
Yes, I'm good. See, people complain about my memory. My memory is incredibly sharp.
What'd you have for lunch yesterday?
So, who is the best #2?
This is easy.
In the NBA. Okay, so there's an actual list that has come out. And I think you know exactly who the #1 person on that list is. It is...
I think it's Anthony Davis.
It is Anthony Davis, absolutely. He is #1 on this list that has come out.
Now, second on that list, it becomes more difficult.
Yes.
I would probably take Jaylen Brown, but people don't like Jaylen Brown as much as I do. I think the Tyrese Maxey would get a lot of votes. I think Damian Lillard would get a lot of votes. I think Devin Booker would get a lot of votes.
Who do you think #2 is? You've said it.
I'm going to go Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's right. #2. This is Yahoo's top 30 of #2 options in the NBA. You mentioned Jaylen Brown. He's #3.
Okay.
#4 you have not mentioned.
All right, let me give it a thought for a second. I don't think it's Draymond. I don't think... Oh, man, who could... I haven't mentioned him.
Yep.
So it's not Tyrese Maxey.
No.
Number
And Tyrese Maxey not on the list.
Think hot.
Not in the top 10. I'm sure he's on the list, but not in the top 10.
What'd you say, Laura?
Think hot.
Oh, think hot.
Okay, so it's a good-looking guy.
Oh,
Not
no,
that
no,
kind
no.
of hot.
Well, we already did Phoenix.
Temperature hot.
Yeah.
We already, I don't know.
It's the heat.
Heat.
I don't know.
Bam Adebayo?
Bam Adebayo, yeah.
We can ask Sedano when he comes in later. I may make Bam the 1 there.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Jimmy's the 2. I think
Jimmy
Butler's the 2.
Jamal Murray is number 5. DeMontis Sabonis, who's excellent, is number 6.
Yeah, those are good picks.
Kyrie Irving, number 7.
By the way, Tyrese Maxey better than all those guys.
Pascal Siakam from the Pacers, number 9. And Damian Lillard, number 10.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to think. Tyrese Maxey, yeah, he's the 2.
Yeah.
No, or is Paul George now considered the 2?
I think it's Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I do too.
He was number 11 on the list.
Who was Tyrese Maxey? Okay, so just missed the list.
Just missed the top 10.
So so there you have it. But Anthony Davis, I think, clear cut number 1, number 2 option.
Yeah,
in
some
the
people
league.
think he's the 1.
Yeah, no, a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the idea is, the passing of the baton, all that kind of stuff. So Laura discovered that it is National Poetry Day.
Okay.
I sure did.
So Laura, you, using only your mind, have written a poem about Mason and Ireland. Is that right?
I have.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Oh, this is good.
Okay, it says Mason and Ireland, the ultimate pair. On the airwaves, they're always fair. From the Laker highs to the Dodger dreams, they break down the games, the wins, and schemes. Mason is a wild card full of surprises with jokes and takes that make you rise. Ireland.
Rise.
Facts in hand, guides the show like a true sportsman. Their chemistry, electric, sharp and bright, makes every day feel just right. With the debates that sizzle and moments that cheer, you know when they're on, the fans will appear. From callers with thoughts to guests in the fray, Mason and Ireland own the day. So here's to the laughter, the knowledge they bring. They cover it all from courts to the ring. Whether in studio or out in the field, their voices to LA will never yield.
Laura, how long did you spend on this poem?
I know what she did. You you.
Of course I did.
That just
Yeah.
read
Oh,
like
it's so
ChatGPT.
it's so ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So that's a long poem. I actually decided, all right, I will turn this around on
Okay.
Laura.
Uh-oh.
In honor of our friend Vic the Brick.
You did a haiku?
I did a haiku about Laura.
Still to do haikus over there?
I don't know. It's here's a haiku about Lara Romo. Tuning the sound waves. Lara Romo crafts the air. Stories softly bloom. Now, I actually think that's pretty good for a haiku. You're Mr. Poetry guy.
Yeah, I didn't know this was coming.
You're the master of the limerick.
Haikus are weird.
Yeah, they are. 575.
Yeah, it's like, come on. And Vic would do haikus that made no sense.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
are. But haikus aren't supposed to be literal, right? They're supposed to be, like Laura's getting stories to softly bloom. Like it's not a literal thing. Although Laura does give us stories every day, and we try to make them bloom.
Hey, Laura, is your given last name Romo or is your given last name Lopez?
So it's my dad's last name is Romo, but in Mexico they do both.
So where is the Lopez?
My mom. So
Okay.
they messed up when I was born, and they put Lopez before Romo. So,
But the correct way to do it is like your correct full name would be Laura Romo Lopez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Gotcha.
So today, John Amos passed away.
Yeah. Now, okay. Best John Amos role, I think, comes down to 3 things.
Right.
All right. The first one is Good Times,
Yes,
where
it was.
he became famous when he was J.J. Walker's
He's
dad.
fantastic.
That's where everybody got to know him.
But
then iconic role as Cleo McDowell in Coming to America.
Yes.
They have the golden arches.
Yep.
We have the golden arcs. And then my personal favorite.
Yep.
Admiral Percy Fitzwallace on the West Wing.
Oh, I didn't even know he was on the West Wing.
Oh yeah, until the very end, and then West Wing's 25 years old.
Yeah,
I
you can
say
spoil
anything. He is he's the admiral. He brings the Joint Chiefs to he wins over Bartlett, brings the Joint Chiefs. Bartlett asks him to go to Gaza as a representative of the United States, and they blow up his car and kill him.
Oh, wow.
So that's how he dies on the West Wing.
Wow. Nothing changes, huh? Do you think?
Yeah, that was 25 years ago.
Yeah, 25
Really?
years ago. Now, do you believe in because right away, as soon as John Amos died, people said, "Oh, see, rule of threes."
Well, wait a minute. John Amos died over the summer.
Oh, he didn't die. Oh, we just found out.
He had 3 last week. Chris Christopherson, Pete Rose. There was Maggie Smith, Dikembe Mutombo.
Right.
There have been a bunch. There's a weird vibe in the air.
Yeah, there is.
Of those guys going. Like Chris Christopherson was a huge star.
Oh, yeah, gigantic.
88.
Star is Born, amazing.
Yeah.
And Pete Rose died yesterday. We had just talked so much about Pete Rose, and
I still haven't watched is it a HBO Max or Netflix that has the Rose? I think it's HBO Max that has the Rose documentary that just came out. But it's a fascinating guy to talk about. He might have the most complicated legacy in all of sports.
Yeah.
Because as a player, really unrivaled. He had the perfect nickname, Charlie Hustle.
Yep.
Was just always running around like his hair was on fire.
Yep.
And I think he played the way any of us would have loved to have played if we'd been a baseball player.
Yeah, wild and free.
And
he just went for it all the time.
And
even in the All-Star game.
The best
Ray Fosse.
the best hitter we've ever seen. And then he bets on baseball.
Yep.
Gets thrown out. And I think the majority opinion is, had he just admitted it when they suspended him and said, folks, I've made a terrible mistake.
Right.
Never should have done it. I'll never do it again. I accept my suspension, and I'll do better. Don't you think he's in the Hall?
Yeah. I mean,
he just never did that.
Well,
he waited too long.
He waited too long because apparently at one point he's signing baseballs with an apology. Sorry, Pete Rose. So at some point he did acknowledge it, but it was probably too late. And a lot of people are saying, we'll put him in the Hall of Fame now. You know, he should have always been in the Hall of Fame. I think it would be weird to put him in.
I was just asking, so put him in now. Do you look stupid? I think you do.
You do. You look stupid. I mean, he's been banned for his entire life. Why would you unban him the moment he dies?
But I've been listening to interviews ever since Pete died. Boy, I saw the weirdest thing happen yesterday. All right, this is a little inside TV, but you guys will appreciate this. So, you know who Eduardo Perez is, who worked the Wildcard games yesterday? His dad, Tony Perez, was on the Reds with Pete Rose.
Legend.
And so there were those 2 doubleheader games yesterday. As soon as I got home, I put Braves-Mets game 2 on. You and I were live at the Laker facility.
Yeah, for that first game, which was crazy.
Yeah, I get home, I throw on Braves and Mets. Braves win the second game, knock the Diamondbacks out of the playoffs. A weird scenario where both teams were celebrating. And Eduardo Perez is doing a post-game live shot.
Okay.
And Hannah Storm and Jay Harris are hosting SportsCenter. And they say, it has been a wild afternoon of baseball in Atlanta. Eduardo Perez called the games for us. And Eduardo, how would you summarize what you saw today? And he goes, tale of 2 games. Obviously, the Mets came back in the first game. It was unbelievable. Second game, Braves got it done. So both teams are happy. And Jay, this is Eduardo Perez talking.
Right.
Jay, I have some personal breaking news. I just got off the phone with my father, and Pete Rose has died. Jay Harris did not know. ESPN didn't know. And Jay Harris was stunned. He sat there and he went, Eduardo, I know how much he meant to you and your family. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thanks. Throw it to Hannah, and Hannah throws it to Monday Night Football.
Wow.
And Hannah goes, yeah, okay, so we got people standing by down in Miami. We got a Monday Night Football. For 20 minutes, ESPN, not even on the crawl.
Right.
And I'm going on Twitter, and everyone's got it. CBS has got it.
Yep.
And from ESPN, and they must have been looking for a second source because Eduardo is the one who broke it to
Right,
him.
right.
And then right before they threw it to Monday Night Football, Hannah came on and she goes, we have now confirmed what Eduardo said. Pete Rose had passed away. But I've never seen a news organization get surprised by one of their own people.
Sure.
And it was surreal.
Right, right.
But so then once Pete had died, then all the reaction starts coming in. And I think everybody, out of respect for his greatness in baseball, focused pretty much on his baseball accolades. But he's so much more complicated than that.
Yeah.
He was a bad guy.
Yeah, he was.
Treated a lot of people lousy. Had had a situation with underage girls, and when he was asked about it, he said, well, that's just the way things were done in the 70s. Not so much, Pete. I mean, he was disconnected from his athletic greatness to the point that I think if you did a poll, you and I have always said Pete belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think if you left it up to court of public opinion,
99%.
No, I don't think he gets in.
Oh, I think he'd get in a second. If you left it up to public opinion?
No, to all the people in baseball.
All the people in baseball. Yeah, no.
If you Frank Robinson used to say no.
But if you put him on the ballot, which he's never been.
Can I keep in mind there's only baseball people voting here?
Right. He would get voted in.
So what you are saying is that if you put him in and he gets voted in, that gambling on baseball, betting on your own team is not a deal breaker.
No, it's not. Well, is it a deal breaker? Sure. He went his entire life and never got in, right? So I get that part of it. At the same time,
and by the way, I'm not arguing with you. I think he should be in.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would. Again, as a player, he had 4,100 whatever hits. I mean, I think he earned his spot in the Hall of Fame. Let me ask you something. Do you think you have to be nice to somebody the day after they pass away?
I think Phil Jackson taught me, he goes, when Red Auerbach died.
Right.
You know, Phil never liked Red. Red never liked Phil.
Sure.
And somebody asked him about Red Auerbach. And Phil said, I don't want to speak. Could it be that phone?
We're getting a call on the camera that is filming us. Yes.
Phil said, I'm going to pass on that question because I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Sure.
Next question.
Yeah.
And it was his way of giving the middle finger to Red without criticizing.
Without criticizing.
So look at this. My buddy Paul Franklin just sent me this. He said, that ball sits on the bar of his house. Read it.
I'm sorry. I bet on baseball. Pete Rose.
So that's how towards the end Pete was signing autographs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Boy, I didn't know Paul had this ball. That's a great ball to have.
That is a great ball to have.
I'm not a memorabilia guy, and I never pay for memorabilia.
But you would want that one?
This is something I would want.
It's a pretty cool one. Pretty cool one, yeah.
That is something I would want.
All right, been questions, and then we talked about Eduardo Perez calling yesterday's games between the Mets and Braves. Somebody else called him in enthusiastic fashion, and we will play that for you coming up next. In the meantime, hey, I love Commerce Casino. I'm partners with them, and I'm really excited because they do Monday Night Football every single week at Commerce Casino. And next Monday, I'm going to be there with Shadano and Cap. All kinds of food and drink specials, giveaways, bar games, all that stuff. That's Monday Night Football. Commerce Casino, Shadano, Cap, and me stopping in. And on top of that, the WSOP is coming back to the Commerce Casino and Hotel. I played in the last stop of the WSOP Circuit Tour at Commerce and I was actually pretty proud of myself. I hung in there for 6 hours. Now is your chance to stack up against some of the best poker players in the world. This is November 13th through the 26th. And if you want details, you want to sign up for the tournament, get into the field, get special player rates on hotel rooms, go to commercecasino.com. Here's the thing. Monday Night Football, this coming Monday. Shadano, Cap, and me, Commerce Casino, located 6131 Telegraph Road in Commerce. For more information and a calendar of events, visit commercecasino.com. That's commercecasino.com, and I'll see you at the Commerce. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
BMO Stadium is the place to be tomorrow night.
Olivier Giroud has scored! It's 1-0!
LAFC are playoff bound, but first must finish the final 4 games of the regular season. Hawanga, Giroud, Lloris, and the Black and Gold welcome St. Louis City SC to downtown LA. Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, for a limited time, get 1.99% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end October 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Join Mason and Ireland Wednesday, October 2nd from noon to 3 at Ralph's on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. Come see Lakers legend James Worthy for a meet and greet and enter ESPN LA's Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the number 1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The number 1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Oh, shoot.
Actually, I'm really excited. This finally landed on the wheel. Landed on this question.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this
I have. So as we know, last month it was Patrick Mahomes' 29th birthday, and his buddy Travis Kelce bought him a $25,000 birthday gift, a Louis Vuitton golf bag that, according to Patrick, doesn't even know how he's going to use it on the golf course, but he said it's nice to have. So I want to know, what is the most expensive gift you've bought for your coworker? Because they're technically coworkers.
For a coworker.
Yeah, they're technically coworkers.
I don't know. We Mason and I give a lot of money out at Christmas to coworkers.
Yes, we do.
I gave Carlo $500 when he got married.
Yeah, I gave him money when I think I gave $501.
Nice.
You gave when you found out I gave more than you did.
So bummed out, yeah.
But in terms of like a gift other than cash, what's the nicest gift I've given a coworker?
I send last year I sent bottles of Dom to Morales and Bergman and everybody. I don't know. That's maybe $300 a bottle.
Yeah, it's a couple hundred.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's
Cristal,
nice.
you'd be getting up in the higher.
Oh, yeah, no, Cristal is. I mean, it's Morales. Come on.
But
Cristal.
He's worth it.
I don't know. What about you, Laura?
Man, I don't got that kind of money, so a nice cake, I think is.
You do. You're pretty good about bringing in a cake for everybody's birthday.
So maybe this year we should send somebody the Tom Cruise cake. What's that going to cost us?
Oh, it's
costs
expensive.
It's
100 and something.
No. If you go there, it's a lot less expensive. If you go to Doan's Bakery, which I think is in Woodland Hills, it is a lot less. I think it's like $40. So it's not as expensive as you think. If you go through that Gold Belly thing and try to send it fancy way, then it's over $100. But you can go buy one. In fact,
not too bad.
Juan went and bought Tom Cruise cakes for some friends of ours. They're available.
And you went and picked it up?
Went and picked it up.
Smart.
They are so delicious. Have you had it?
No.
We had one in here one day.
Yeah, we did.
When you were
That was good.
when you were gone. It is
It's
really
really
good.
sweet though, John. It's like
Is it?
uberly sweet.
Like coconut, vanilla.
good.
You know, can I tell you guys something? I haven't had sugar for 34 days.
Wow.
And processed sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, I like get sugar out of
Yeah,
fruit,
everything
and,
Sure.
like
sugar, yeah.
strawberries and stuff like that. But, I gave up sugar and alcohol for a month just to
Yeah.
see how my body would respond to
Right.
it. The big thing that happened was I lost a bunch of weight. Just like not
Yeah.
drinking alcohol and not
Sure.
eating sugar. I
Yeah.
went from 183 to 166.
166.
Whoa.
What are
Yeah.
you doing with
Well,
your
I'm
life?
back up.
Oh, okay.
I'm back up to 173. But that just goes to show you how much sugar and alcohol contribute
Yes.
to your weight.
So when I was really, really strict on my diet, clearly I'm not right now, but when I was and I wouldn't eat any added sugar, like processed sugar, did cut off on the carbs and liquor, man, the pounds just go down.
It's like the quickest way if you want to lose weight. Hey, I wanted to sneak this in before we go to Sports Graffiti. Brian, you got it? All right, so Mace, you mentioned you did not know John Amos.
I did not.
Who was famous on Good Times and then Cleo McDowell. So on The West Wing, he had a great role. He played a guy named Admiral Percy Fitzwallace. He was the head admiral of the U.S. Navy. He was the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And this is just a scene that one of our listeners sent. This is Dan. Dan, thank you for sending this. To kind of showcase his range. So remember, he was kind of a goofball in Coming to America. And on Good Times, he was kind of a dad that had a short fuse, but he was a comedic guy. This was a serious role. He walks into a meeting that Rob Lowe, Sam Seaborn, is having with two guys from the military talking about gays in the military. Rob Lowe he's for gays in the military.
Right.
And these guys in the military are like, no, it's not going to work. And John Amos, the admiral, walks in. Here's the scene.
Thank you. We're discussing gays in the military, huh?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? I said, what do you think?
Sir, we're here to help the White House form a policy.
I know. I'm asking you what you think.
Sir, we're not prejudiced toward homosexuals.
You just don't want to see them serving in the armed forces.
No, sir, I don't.
Because they pose a threat to unit discipline and cohesion.
Yes, sir.
That's what I think, too. I also think the military wasn't designed to be an instrument of social change.
Yes, sir.
Problem with that is that's what they were saying about me 50 years ago. Blacks shouldn't serve with whites. It would disrupt the unit. You know what? It did disrupt the unit. The unit got over it. The unit changed. I'm an admiral in the U.S. Navy and chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Beat that with a stick. We'll see you, Ken.
How great is
That is
that
fantastic.
scene? I mean,
Yeah.
he's
a great actor.
He's got about 20. I remember they were worried. They hired Dule Hill, Charlie Young,
Right.
to be what they call President Bartlett's body man. In other words, he basically stands next to the president,
Sure.
and somebody hands something to the president. He hands it to Charlie. He opens the door for him. He, makes sure he gets in the car.
Right.
Okay. And there's another scene where John Spencer, the chief of staff, says to John Amos, hey, we've got this kid we really like, and we want to make him President Bartlett's body man. And I'm going to ask you, do you have a problem with a young black man serving right next to the president? Is that a bad look for us? And John Amos looks at him and he goes, I'm an old black man who serves at the pleasure of the
Right.
president. He goes, you going to pay him? He goes, yeah. He goes, you're going to treat him right? Yeah. Then what the hell do I care?
Right.
He lowered, he had a lot of great scenes like that just threw, like put racism in the crosshairs and just said it's not as big of a problem as you think it is.
Yeah,
so
that's
good
great.
for him.
That's great. Can I double back on your conversation about sugar? I had this conversation with Juan last night. So have you still given up sugar? Or are you still off of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So last night I had a conversation. Juan has given up desserts.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna start back up again.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna see how long I can go, and then
Juan has given up on desserts. I, however, need dessert every night.
Yeah, you're like my buddy Francisco Pinto, who's like in better shape than anyone I know.
Right.
At the end of every meal, he likes dessert because he goes, number one, it tastes good, and number two, it keeps him regular and keeps him in a pattern.
Right. In other words, if I don't get dessert, I'm more likely to break down at some point.
Right.
But if I get a little bit of sugar, I'm good.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I never make, like the rest of my family eats sugar.
Yeah.
I had as you know, I had an incident where I got super dehydrated.
Right.
And I had to go to the hospital and it got bad.
Yeah.
And I started going to a nutritionist.
Yeah.
And she was telling me, all right, try this, try that. And she's one of the things you might want to try is lay off the alcohol and sugar. Just get your body straight. You see me drinking these things. I drink liquid IVs every day.
Yeah.
But I love sugar. I think it's great.
Oh, it's
I'm
delicious.
going to try that Doan's cake when I get a chance.
By the way, Ready Whip. That's the key.
There's
to
2
every
cans
dessert.
of it in my fridge right now.
I love me some Ready Whip.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to point out, Ireland has been through the ringer lately and is still here every day and still doing everything. So, salute to you because I know you've been going through it.
Yeah, it's been weird. I had a medical situation and my mom had one last week that was really scary. But things are looking up.
Good.
All right,
Good.
Sports Graffiti is next. 877-710 ESPN. We didn't do Sports Graffiti
that's
yesterday
right.
because we were at Lakers Media Day.
Hopefully you saved some stuff up from the football weekend.
So I was just going to say, if you've got stuff left over from the weekend, you can throw that at us. You can throw stuff at us you may have heard at Media Day. Baseball playoffs are starting today. We're live tomorrow, another live show. You guys want to come see us?
Yep.
We're at the Ralph's in Redondo Beach.
Hawthorne Boulevard.
And by the way, that supermarket, you're going to be blown away.
No, we did it last year there. Remember
how big that
it's
supermarket is?
huge.
It's basically,
It's
you could hit
huge.
a golf ball through there and not hit anybody.
By the way, and not to bury the lead, but James Worthy, Big Game James, is going to be there with us.
I'm buddies with Worthy. He's the greatest. He's going to come hang out with us for most of the show. So tomorrow, live show at Ralph's in Redondo Beach. Come see us if you can.
All right. Sports Graffiti's coming up next. 877-710-ESPN. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Diddy!
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Just like in sports, you can never predict an accident. It will come when you least expect it. Travis Rogers here with DeMarco Farr to tell you about our friend, Joseph S. Normand.
If you're in any accident, call Joseph at 213-747-2000. The team at Normand Legal is ready to help you and achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Joseph at 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. The law office of Joseph S. Normand. Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
I just said in the kitchen, Steve Mason couldn't interview his way out of a paper bag.
My ass.
No, everybody laughed at the joke.
Oh, did they? Well, it's
No.
a joke. Obviously, it's ironic.
Don't you
because
think?
I'm a master interviewer.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, master.
Who's a better interviewer at this station than Mason?
You?
No, we do it together.
You used to do solo interviews.
Yes, but I would argue that Mason's as good of an interviewer as anyone in the market.
That's all I've done my whole career.
I think John's
going
better.
back to the Tom Snyder
I'll give
days.
you, Mace, you're better than Travis and DeMarco.
Oh, okay. Hang on. What does LeBron say?
Great to see you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, guys.
My mom, Donna, is thrilled. She's listening right now.
Hey,
She's
hi.
your biggest fan.
I'm glad, and you just so. Good. Guys. Hello, Donna.
Please tell me you sent that to your mom.
Of course I did. That's why it's cut up.
No, that was good. That was
Yeah,
good.
that was fun.
That was
That was
good.
fun.
That was good interviewing.
Yeah, thank you.
But Ireland softened him up.
By the way, he needed no softening up.
He's a vet.
He was really, really good.
By
in
the
that
way, do
interview.
you think he'll even consider playing Too Tall Jones in that movie? Didn't sound like it.
Doesn't sound
He
like
doesn't
it.
know who
Yeah.
Too Tall Jones
No,
is.
no, he is. He can play him. He
Right.
could definitely play
Well,
him.
they're the
but-
same height.
Yeah. Oh, is that how tall?
Yeah, 6'9".
Yeah, I've stood next to Too Tall Jones, and he's a very big man.
Before you get to Sports Graffiti, let me remind you, tomorrow, Mason and Ireland will be live and with the people at the Ralphs on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach as we kick off the tip-off of the basketball season. Who would put kickoff in the copy? It should be tip-off. Anyway,
Tip-off,
we'll be
yes.
joined by James Worthy, Lakers legend, for a meet and greet.
Big game, James.
Plus, you get a chance to win autographed memorabilia and enter the ESPN LA Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery, 1413 Hawthorne Boulevard, tomorrow in Redondo Beach, noon to 3 with Mason Ireland. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, actually, Ireland's going to be on
Take
the
it away,
phones today.
All right, Luis, Sports Graffiti. Go, Luis.
All right, hey, so here's a cool story. So my wife's been a teacher at a private school for 19 years, and this was probably her third year, so about 16, 17 years ago. Comes home and says, hey, I got this kid in my fifth grade class. His mom's fiance used to play baseball. I said, oh, that's cool. Find out who it was. So a couple weeks go by. I forget about it. She forgets about it. And I say, hey, did you ever find out who that baseball player was? And she goes, yeah. But I can't remember his name. I heard he was really good, and that baseball won't let him in the Hall of Fame. And I go, he goes, and she goes, yeah, that's his name. And I go, dude, hook it up with some memorabilia.
Yeah.
3 months later for Christmas, I get a signed autograph, with his number, 4256. The kid's wife. Here, you can give this to your husband, but don't tell anybody because he doesn't normally do this for free.
Oh, that's
well,
true.
Actually
that's
true.
true. You know, remember, Mace, he used to set up outside the Hall of Fame on Hall
yeah.
of Fame weekend with a card table and sign stuff.
Yeah.
Here's Josh. Josh, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Here's a poem about a guy named Bergman, white-collar guy and workman. His food pantries are bare. His sports takes are marginally fair. He's now found love, and who would have thought the man is happier? This proud Jew can't be stopped. Look at this guy. He's on the rise. ESPN LA till he dies.
Now, did you GPT that or no? Oh, he hung up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I think that was ChatGPT. What don't you think?
That sounds a little chat GPT-ish
Yeah,
to me.
GPT-esque.
Adam, you're on Sports Graffiti.
Well,
Adam,
thank you.
go.
Hey, guys. Now hear me out on this.
Okay.
NFL rookies, you guys mentioned last week, were making an impact, maybe more an impact than they ever have before. And also, I think you guys mentioned touchdown passes were trending down the last 3 or 4 years for the first few weeks of the season.
Yes.
Right.
And so my theory is it goes back to not playing starters in preseason. 6-7 years ago, there was only a handful of teams, including the Rams, that would not play. But most teams now, the last 2 or 3 years, are not playing those any starters.
You know what?
But they are playing
Adam,
the rookies.
I think you are 100% right about this. I think what we've been watching the first 4 weeks of the NFL season is what used to be the preseason, which is why so many teams are off. Like Cincinnati
rusty.
is off.
Yeah, teams
Philadelphia is off.
Quarterbacks are rusty.
Yeah.
They're just setting into
Adam,
their
you're
rhythm.
100% right. It's a great take.
No, I don't think it has to do with. I don't think injury is the reason. I don't think it's preventing
it's
injury.
Rust. It's rust. You hit it. Alex, you're on Sports Graffiti.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Hey, speaking about quarterbacks, don't you guys think that if Detroit can get Matthew Stafford back, don't they instantly become favorites?
Well,
I don't think they would take him back.
No, and by the way, they are one of the favorites right now.
I think they're the favorite.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard on Dan Patrick's TV show this morning, he said the question was, would you take the Lions or the field to go to the Super Bowl out of the NFC?
They went Lions?
Dan picked the Lions to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what did Seton say?
He wasn't there.
Oh,
he was out today.
And by the way,
today.
I also think if you're the Lions, you probably want the younger of the two guys anyway.
Right. But I'm as somebody who lives in Los Angeles and who grew up a Ram fan, I think Matthew Stafford trade was a huge success.
It was.
Frank, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Frank.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to chime in on the John Amos.
Yeah.
Nobody mentioned this, but I think one of his best roles is actually in the ABC miniseries Roots when he played Coach Day.
Yeah, and boy, Roots was so good.
It was a phenomenon. It was so huge.
Matter of
It
fact,
was so
Frank,
good.
We went to Momo's screening of Clipped, and I was blown away because I looked to my left, and 2 seats away from me was LeVar Burton.
Oh, yeah.
Which for me was really cool. He had a role in that
Yeah,
clip.
John Amos, hail fellow, well met.
Spoiler Jerry is back. Hello, Spoiler Jerry. You're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Pete Rose. I hated him back in the day when he was in Big Red Machine and with Foster and Bench because they always compete against the Dodgers and they always beat them. And I'm wondering here, if MLB puts him in the Hall of Fame, how long do you think they'll wait before they do it posthumously so that, it's not so we just waited for him to die and put him in? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think they've got to wait some period of time so it doesn't look like he died, now let's put him in. Exactly right. I mean, I don't know. I think it would be weird to put him in now at all.
Well, the problem is if you put Pete in, okay, if you look the other way on Pete's gambling and put him in, how long before you put Barry Bonds in?
Right.
How long before you put in the others?
How
long before you put Roger Clemens in?
My scenario is easy. Put him on the ballot, let the writers decide.
All his stuff was done when he was a coach, not a player.
Well, that's not. If you watch the documentary.
Yeah,
see, Chris, I haven't. Thanks, Jerry.
We've read the Dowd report.
Right.
Chris, I haven't watched the documentary yet. Did you watch? It's 4 parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth watching?
Yes, because what will happen is, so going into the documentary, Pete was around us in Sherman Oaks a lot at Sicily Restaurant. We all saw him many times.
Pete was not a, let's say, soft guy.
No,
he had
but
very
I
hard
went into
edges.
the documentary going, Pete should be in the Hall of Fame for what he did on the baseball field. I left the documentary going, you know what, Pete Rose is a scumbag human being with no humility at all. I said it on the air, Travis and I were talking about it after, I hope he dies not going to the Hall of Fame. That's his karma. And that's what happened. Because you learn in this all he had to do, everybody wants him in the Hall of Fame. And they wanted that moment of him
100%.
living in the Hall of Fame. And he just couldn't say, you know what, guys, I screwed up. I'm sorry. Can you just let me in? All he had to do was say that. Instead,
Chris,
he screwed up every opportunity.
I believe that had he, from the get-go, had he said, you know what, folks, I screwed up. I got too big for my own thing. And he goes, I'd made a horrible mistake. I will accept my suspension. I will accept my ban. And I hope one day you can all forgive me. But I know today is not that day. I'm going to lay low for a while.
100%.
I think he'd be in.
By the way, this is CNN reporting their excerpt from the Dowd report. John Dowd's report concluded Rose bet on the sport, including Reds games in 85 and 86 when he was both a Reds player and the team's manager.
Right.
So as a player-manager, he did start
And then there's
gambling.
a lot of this underage girl stuff that obviously just is a whole other cloud on top of things from a legal standpoint. So,
all right, a couple more of these. Dave, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Dave.
Hey, guys, I have a couple movies for you and an easy this or that.
Okay.
I know you don't do politics, but I was wondering if Mace was planning to see The Apprentice.
I'll watch
and
it.
The other movie is The Substance, which I heard is just totally off the wall.
I heard
What's that about?
The Substance is Nicole Kidman. She if I'm
No,
right,
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, and she takes something to keep her young, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mace would sign up for that in a second.
Yeah.
What makes you think he's educated now?
On the other one, of course I'll see it.
Yeah,
we'll say
yeah.
about
I thought so. Baseball playoffs or VP debate? Have you decided what you're watching tonight?
You could watch both.
No, wait a minute. Are you? Well, you got to watch. Let's just assume you're going to watch one
Okay.
live. You're going to tape the other one. What are you doing?
He's going to watch
baseball.
Yeah,
right.
look at it. He's like talking himself into it. No, you got to watch sports live because sports on tape suck, and then watch the debate.
But
when
what's
it's
the
over.
late game? Like these playoff games? I don't even know what the late Bergman. Hey Bergman,
Hi.
what's up?
What's going on?
Do you know what the fourth game is today? What's the last
There's
one?
a 5:30 game.
Is it the Padres and Braves are the last
yeah,
one?
Gotta be
you would
right.
think that would be. So, yeah, the first game is Tigers and Astros playing now, Royals and Orioles playing now, Mets, Brewers, then Braves, Padres.
Yeah. Who's pitching for the Padres? I think it's
got to be Blake Snell,
A.J.
right?
Smith-Shawver.
Oh, no, Blake Snell's on the Giants now.
Is A.J. Smith-Shawver for the Braves and Michael King for the Padres.
Yeah. I think the Padres are going to win this. Actually, that's a good question. Coming back next, who would you rather play if you're the Dodgers?
Oh, I know the answer to that.
The Padres or the Braves? We'll do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, hey, if you were recently injured in an accident and you haven't called my friend Jacob yet, what are you waiting for? Not taking action is going to cost you money. What's that mean? So let's say you were injured in a car accident a few months ago. You think the pain in your back is going to go away, so you never go to see a doctor, and now a few months later, it's getting worse every day. Problem is, because it's been a few months since the accident, so much more difficult to prove that your back pain was caused by that accident. So you probably wind up paying for everything yourself. Do not put yourself in this situation. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob right away. Get you to a doctor, no money out of pocket. You can physically recover quickly and not have to pay for it yourself. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected. Jacob Imrani is the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. He's a proud partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC. And when you call him, make sure you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 ESPN sent you. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Weekdays after Mason in Ireland.
Thank you so much for this ice block, because man, oh man, does this feel good.
No problem.
You got to sit on this. No, you have to sit on this.
Good.
I'll even flip the ice bag so you're not sitting where I sit.
No, sucio.
It's not sucio.
Sí, sucio.
It's no es sucio.
Cochino.
No, it's no es chino.
Cochino.
No.
Cochino.
Okay, well, that too.
Sedano and Cap today at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change, is a proud sponsor of your MLS champion LAFC radio broadcast on 710 ESPN. For over 30 years, Valvoline Instant Oil Change has provided quick, convenient maintenance services for busy people. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, and more. Just pull in to your neighborhood location and you'll be out in no time with your ride in peak performance. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and to score game-winning coupons off your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Go LAFC.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and I want to talk about my friend Avner Gatt, a public adjuster. Now, many of you guys have asked me, why Avner Gatt? What makes his team so unique at handling insurance claims? So let me tell you something. I've been working with Avner and his team for a while. I can tell you this. Avner Gatt has a dynamic team that's highly effective and successful because these folks come from a very diverse background in the insurance industry. For example, some of them used to work for insurance companies before they joined Avner's team. Yes, they actually chose to switch sides when they realized the effectiveness of Avner's team's work. Some of them used to be in the restoration business, rebuilding homes after disasters. Some of them used to be in the contents handling business, moving homeowners' belongings to a safe place for restoration and storage. Some of them were experts in hazardous materials handling, like asbestos and lead testing. That was their daily work. And some of them were members of law firms handling bad faith claims and general business disputes. You see, diversification is the name of the game. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how by your side. No one, and I mean no one, messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt right now, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. That's AvnerGatt.com, AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. When you call him directly, Avner Gatt and his family, they take the calls themselves. Avner Gatt says, hello.
Join Mason and Ireland Wednesday, October 2nd from noon to 3 at Ralph's on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. Come see Lakers legend James Worthy for a meet and greet and enter ESPN LA's Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
It's you and me forever.
120 on a live imaging Tuesday on Mason and Ireland, the biggest show on the radio. Yeah. Little yacht rock feel. What I want you to do is I want you to listen to some yacht rock tonight and feel it. And then go, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to wear a sailor hat when I go to the Ralph's. I'm not personally, but you can.
Are you going to wear a sailor hat?
Are you coming to Ralph's, Chris?
No, I got to rest my body the next few days.
Okay.
I'm being mandated by Evan Cohen and Sam Pines to not come to
go
work.
rest?
To not come to work.
You need a break.
Probably a good idea.
A day away from everything. Absolutely everything.
Bergman doesn't work like I work.
Yeah, I know. But
Just
you
saying.
got to take a day out. You look
Just saying,
awful.
I mean-
you look terrible.
I do
you're
look
dragging.
terrible.
You're dragging. You need a day off. You need some time away.
So you don't work. Nobody works the way that you work. You're up at 3 o'clock in the
Yep.
morning working.
I do.
And you go to sleep.
Yeah, John
Yeah,
does.
no, John does. He's up at 3 o'clock in the morning also.
Chris, let's
different.
talk at 3 tomorrow.
Yeah,
Let's see
talk
what
at 3 a.m.
1413 Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. I was trying to take a swat at Bergman, and then John took a swat at him too.
Right,
That
and
was
then
nice.
That's just how that all works.
pumped you up.
I don't know why you're taking a swat at me.
Just for fun. I'm bored.
Yeah, no, but he...
You know
about
what I
you,
was
then you're
just
taking...
thinking? The difference between Morales and Pete Rose is that Morales plays a bad guy,
Right.
and Pete Rose is a
Yeah,
bad
no.
guy.
Now, let me ask you...
It's amazing. So have you watched the McMahon doc?
I was just going to bring that
I'm
up.
so
the
pumped up
McMahon
about
doc.
heels now.
Yeah,
It
okay,
is so...
go this
Oh,
weekend
my
for
God,
those
it's
two
so
Laker
good.
games. I'm putting the Rose doc
Yeah.
and the McMahon doc in my
Yeah.
queue.
The sad part about the McMahon doc, and we see this in human nature, unfortunately, with many powerful people.
Yep.
He's so brilliant, was such an incredible promoter, incredible visionary, and a horrific human being.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Well, you know, some of the stuff they did on wrestling in the 90s.
During
I think
the
it was.
Attitude
During
Era.
the Attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, they did.
And that's when I wasn't really into it. So I was into it the Bret the Hitman Hart era.
Right.
Was where I was as a kid. Once he was gone, I kind of checked out. And then they really went after it. I mean, they went after it in WWE. It became WWE. And it was...
Ted
but they got ratings.
DiBiase, Coco Beware.
Even after that. Like
Akeem,
some of the stuff...
the
Yeah.
visitor from the East, who was the
Yeah.
exact same wrestler as the one-man gang. They just changed his outfit.
See, sometimes you just got to change the outfit.
You know, I learned some new terms, John. So,
Such as?
Sharpshooter? I'll give you the
a
sharpshooter.
smudge. What's a smudge?
I don't know.
It is the end of a wrestling night where everybody just goes into the ring and starts fighting. That's called a modge.
Okay.
And then kayfabe. Do you know what kayfabe
No.
is? They talked about it in the
Yeah,
doc.
I remember them
It's-
talking about it.
It's the story that surrounds
Oh,
the
yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
McMahon, his wife,
Yeah.
his kids, all that stuff. And the most amazing thing I saw in this is the that night that who was it that died, fell out of the
Owen
ceiling?
Hart. Bret
Owen
the Hitman Hart's brother.
Okay. So Owen Hart falls out of the rafters because a harness breaks or something.
Yeah.
They were going to lower him
A
in.
bit did not go right.
Right, did not go right. Yeah, went very wrong. So what did Vince McMahon do? Obviously, the show went on. They just went ahead and did the show. They didn't tell anybody in there that Owen Hart had died. They didn't tell anybody in the television audience that Owen Hart had died. And they show a clip of the fighting that night, and there is literally a big splotch of blood in the ring where he had fallen.
Yeah, they are relentless.
That is cold.
And Owen Hart's brother, Bret the Hitman Hart, believes that it was done on purpose.
He does?
Yeah, he says it in the doc.
He thinks it's murder?
He thinks that he said that the minute Owen Hart stayed with WWE and Bret went to WCW, that it was going to be a bad time for Owen. And he hints that where he wouldn't be shocked. And frankly, given McMahon's, I wouldn't be shocked.
No.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Well, yeah, no, given some of this stuff.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. It's a great documentary.
It really is.
And I don't watch all the docs that come along. This one I have absolute, and you know what, I love learning the behind, right? I mean, because that's
a drop, by the way, please.
I never watched wrestling. So this is my introduction to wrestling, and I'm like, I think I might put that on.
Bill Simmons came out of his 30 for 30 retirement and did a good one. This was
really
well done.
It is a good one. Yeah, it's a Bill Simmons doc, yeah. All right, so who would the Dodgers rather play?
I think this
we all
is
know
so
the answer.
easy. Give me the Braves twice before you take the Padres.
Facts.
I don't want Greg, you want the Padres?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I am
good.
1,000% with the team that we have not seen much.
The living hell out of me.
And also, Chris Sale is kind of beat up. We don't even know if he's going to
He's
play.
They announced that he's not going to pitch in this series, I think.
In this series.
In
He might be ready for the DS.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But if he's not ready for the DS, give me that team.
This year, do you want me to break the bobblehead on this show so you can be up close?
I'm not ready to break bobbleheads or
Just
concede
asking.
that
I'm
they're
just
not going to
asking.
win. Yeah, I mean...
We're getting a parade, Morales.
Yeah, it's a
Back
parade.
off.
I got lawn chairs out there in Figueroa. Wait.
It really depends on how it happens, too. If he makes the right decisions and they still lose, that's not on Dave. If he makes bad decisions and they still lose.
So we're going to decide if they were good decisions or not, and that's how we will determine if he should be.
The guy has made the playoffs 12 times in 13
but
years.
Ireland.
What does that mean?
It means nobody else has done it.
Here's my concept.
There's not another manager in baseball with his record.
Here's my concept.
Check out his
Roberts
playoff.
goes upstairs to a role with Brandon Gomes and Andrew Friedman and those guys, and they bring in a new voice into the locker room. So you never have to actually fire Dave Roberts.
Well, I hope if they do fire him, that's what they do. But I think you guys are severely underrating his job as a manager.
I think you're severely overrating the regular season.
But wait a minute. Greg, in order to win the World Series, you have to get to the playoffs. The Angels haven't been there in 10 years.
No, yeah, they're not going to turn into the Angels no matter who's the manager.
Yeah, I mean, they're the Braves. They're in the playoffs every year.
What
and
you root for. I work for the Lakers. We've had 7 coaches since Phil Jackson
Totally
left.
different. 162 games.
But we've had one manager for 12
The whole
years,
run.
something like
Yeah.
that. The whole run, 12
I
years
think it's
maybe.
8 or 9, yeah.
So if you get to the World Series twice, you win once. You've got to win. You've got to win a World Series now. They've invested way too much money in this team.
Especially with Shohei Ohtani getting $700 million and also having the season that he did on top of all of that. It's not about the regular season. They're going to make the postseason year in and year out. It's about the decisions made in the postseason to get you as far as possible.
Now, Mace, I said I wouldn't break the bobblehead.
Yes.
If he gets to the World Series, even if
Okay.
they lose. You said he has to win the World Series.
He does.
Or we're bringing out the bobblehead.
He does. He has to win.
He has to win the World Series.
out of your
He has to
minds.
win. Must win. Championship or bust.
But if they lose the World Series, does he get fired? I don't think he gets fired.
I think he gets bumped upstairs.
Really?
Yeah, this is my new thing. Bump him
Well,
upstairs.
you know, that's what I thought would happen in San Francisco with Farhan
Farhan Zaidi,
But
yeah.
Greg had a good suggestion there. Maybe Farhan, they offered that to Farhan, and he said no.
Right.
Rather, like they said, look, we're going to kick you upstairs, but we're going to let Buster Posey make all the decisions. And Farhan just said, yeah, I need to go to where I'm actually making decisions that matter.
Right.
And he left.
See, I think, like, if I was to do it right now, do I want to get ahead of myself? If they don't win.
Why not?
Tell me what's wrong with this scenario. Bump Dave upstairs, hire Skip Schumacher, former Dodger.
Could be a good choice.
Who's now the manager in Miami?
Is not coming back. He's
could end up
decided.
with-
He's
Oh.
announced he doesn't want to come back to the Marlins.
A lot of people talk about Chase Utley. It's just about being able to work in the clubhouse.
Yeah, working
But
the clubhouse.
Dave's such a nice guy.
He's a great guy.
He's nice guy Dave.
Fantastic guy.
He drinks tequila mandala.
Yeah.
You know who I wonder if they would call?
Hmm.
He had such a weird ending with the Angels, but it was the Angels.
No.
Joe Madden
No.
and Andrew Friedman.
No,
We got a better chance getting Mike Scioscia.
No. Joe Madden and Andrew Friedman are tight.
Right, but Joe Madden does not follow the script.
Wait a
That's
minute.
why
So
he's.
how did he work with Andrew Friedman for 10 years in Tampa?
Because he began to not follow the script. If you
Oh,
look
you
at
think
it,
he's changed now?
they had a falling out at some point because he's not an analytics guy. Well, he uses some analytics, but not all analytics. And if you're going to work for Andrew Friedman, you better follow the script.
Yep.
And I don't think Joe Madden is a guy that follows the script.
And go talk to anybody in Chicago that had Joe Madden as the manager with the Cubs. They all hated him the year after they won the World Series. They wanted him gone the year after they won the World Series. He's just not in this world anymore.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know that going out and getting the reclamation project is what the Dodgers are going to do.
Most managers now are not that.
Although Bruce Bochy, Dusty Baker, there's certainly teams that have gone
Would
to older
you-
managers.
Hey, if Dave and the Dodgers do split up, and again, I want it on record, I'm the one person at this radio station who would not, under any condition, fire Dave Roberts.
Yes.
But if it happens,
Well established.
If all you guys are right and I'm wrong, would you think, is it completely ridiculous to suggest you call Dusty Baker?
Not ridiculous.
Not ridiculous.
Because
but-
really all you're missing is that guy who can motivate in the playoffs and connect with players on a deeper or more motivational level.
He is a great guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me as the type of guy who would fight Andrew Friedman on anything.
He can keep a toothpick in his mouth for 9 innings.
He worked for the most analytically driven organization, or an organization
Astros.
as analytically driven as the Dodgers. So he was able to do that and was able to obviously be very successful. He's 75 years old. Now I'm not
How old's
being
Bochy?
I'm not ageist.
Bochy won the World Series last year, and I think he was that age.
Let's see. How old was Bochy?
Missed the playoffs this year.
Right, but
won a World Series.
I mean,
69.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little younger, but yeah, the idea is the same. Uh-oh.
What you got, Greg?
So, according to Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo, Raiders star wide receiver Davante Adams informed the team that he preferred to be traded.
No.
New York.
Shocking.
It is.
Lori's
Yep.
right. I think the Jets are the team you'll look out for.
Yep.
You reunite Aaron Rodgers, Jets.
Or
it's within the division, but the Chiefs absolutely
the
need
Chiefs
somebody.
are dying for a receiver, but I don't know if the Raiders
won't
make a deal with Kansas City.
Well, wait a minute.
See him all the
I
time.
always say that I don't care who I'm dealing with. I'm taking the best
Right,
return.
you say that, but not everybody believes that.
Yeah, I'm taking it. Like, could Davante Adams net you 2 number ones?
No. You're overvaluing Davante.
Okay,
Adams.
but wait a minute. If I'm the Chiefs, 2 number ones are not a problem.
Wait, hold on.
Because
Yeah, go ahead.
what?
He's saying overvaluing Davante Adams.
2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
He's not a 2 first-round picks guy.
100%.
He is absolutely not.
Well, great.
totally
But
with
if I'm
you.
the Chiefs, I don't even blink at that. I'll take my 2025 and 2026 number 1 picks.
Yep.
I have Patrick Mahomes. I'm in a window. Davante Adams is third. I would have Davante Adams on one side and Xavier Worthy on the other, and I'm going to get Rashee Rice back.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'm going to get Hollywood Brown back, and I have Mahomes at quarterback. Let's go.
And Travis Kelce hasn't been playing great, but when you need him,
yeah,
he's
but then he
there.
would stop getting double and triple teamed if you
Exactly.
had all those other dudes. Yeah, I'm
I
with
would
you.
hate him going to the Chiefs, but if that's the biggest the biggest return you can get, 1,000% do that.
And you guys think 2 number 1 draft picks for Davante Adams?
I think you're undervaluing.
No,
Davante
he's a
Adams.
great player, but not 2 number 1 draft picks value.
Mace, didn't the Rams send 2 number 1s for Jalen Ramsey when they got him to Jacksonville? I think they
Might
did.
have been, yeah.
So if Jalen Ramsey is worth 2 number 1s, why isn't Davante Adams?
I would bet against 2 number 1s. I'm
Rams?
looking for anything. No, I don't know if he
He
makes
got you
sense.
good.
He doesn't
He got
really
you
make
good there,
sense for
Mace.
the Rams.
He got you good.
Does he make sense? I don't think he makes sense for the
Actually,
Rams.
he would make perfect
Well,
sense. for
right
the
now he
Rams.
does because Nakua and Kupp are out. It depends if you believe that Cooper Kupp's ever going to play for the Rams again.
Oh, he's
no, he's not.
No, I mean yesterday Jordan Rodriguez reported he's out of a boot and working. I saw him on the
Chris,
sidelines
I think
walking
he'll
around.
try and play.
He
I don't know
might
if he'll
try.
ever be what he was before, but yeah, I think that 2 number 1s is not ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's way overpaying, but that's me. Let me ask you about this related story. We're going to go a little bit long here. That's okay.
Way to direct traffic, Mace.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So Antonio Pierce yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a story on Twitter about trading Davante Adams. And I'm trying to find the exact story. It said he liked it. The idea was somebody reported that Davante Adams was going to be traded, and Antonio Pierce on Twitter liked that. Now, was he tipping his hand? Did he already know all this was coming?
It was a business decision.
That was a business decision, exactly.
I don't know why you would.
Why
do
would
that
you like
to yourself.
it? Why
Yeah.
would you like that?
I don't get it.
I think he's tipping his hand. All right, coming up next for you, John. Yesterday, unbelievable games in that doubleheader, Braves versus Mets. The first game in particular, and there was one more play-by-play guy that did the game that we haven't heard from yet. That's coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to tell you about ZipRecruiter. If you are hiring, it can now take up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open job. That's 2.5 months, and who's got that kind of time? If you're listening today, try ZipRecruiter. Right now you can try it for free. It's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way. We don't leave anything to chance. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. Why wouldn't you use ZipRecruiter? This is how fast it can work. 4 out of 5 employers, 4 out of 5 who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So speed up your hiring process with ZipRecruiter. Try that exclusive web address for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
BMO Stadium is the place to be tomorrow night. LAFC are playoff bound, but first must finish the final 4 games of the regular season. Hawanga, Giroux, Lloris, and the Black and Gold welcome St. Louis City SC to downtown LA. Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams Report. Here's Travis Rogers.
After the first 4 weeks of the season, the Rams find themselves in a very serious hole after a 24-18 loss to the Chicago Bears drops their record to 1-3. The Rams dominated in just about every statistical category that there is, getting more first downs than the Bears, getting better on third down than the Bears, more total yards, more offensive plays, and more yardage per play. But the categories that matter the most, turnovers, 2 for the Rams, none for the Chicago Bears, and of course, on the scoreboard at 24-18. Kyron Williams, a good day on the ground, 19 carries, 94 yards. He did get into the end zone for a 7th consecutive game, averaging nearly 5 yards per play. Ronnie Rivers doing a good job on the ground as well. 6 carries, 26 yards, just a little over 4 yards per carry. The Rams drop to 1-3. Up next, the Green Bay Packers at SoFi Stadium. With Tuesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
That's today's Rams Report on your home of Rams football. 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here. If you're looking to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage. They'll make you a cash offer, no need for repairs. They buy as is. With Seller's Advantage, there are no agents. They can close in days, and they buy with cash. They'll even offer a $10,000 advance to help with moving and other expenses. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, and visit sellersadvantage.com.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
Live Imaging Tuesday at Mason and Ireland. 22 minutes in front of 2 o'clock. The boys are back for Media Day, and then they're back on the road tomorrow. Join Mason and Ireland live at the Ralph Supermarket in the city of Redondo Beach, 1413 Hawthorne Boulevard. Guess who's also going to be there?
Who?
The great big game.
Wow.
James Worthy.
That's exciting.
They write on the copy, Lakers legend.
He
just
is
in
a
case we
Lakers
didn't
legend,
know.
Yeah.
Don't miss the chance to meet James Worthy and Steve and John and Corporate Greg tomorrow at the Rouse in Redondo Beach on Hawthorne Boulevard. Plus, you can enter the ESPN LA Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery. So that's tomorrow, noon to 3 at the Rouse on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach.
All right, this just trickled in. Apparently, Dave McMenamin is reporting that J.J. Redick says he plans to have a regular 9-man rotation this season. So if we put that rotation together, John.
Okay. The starting lineup is going to be Russell, Reeves, LeBron, AD, and Rui.
Yes.
I think Vando is the 6th guy. Don't you think?
Yeah, no question. Yeah, no, especially bringing the defense, they absolutely need Vando.
I think Max Christie is one of the 9.
I agree. They seem to have invested heavily in Max Christie. So, yes, I agree.
Bronny, number 9, Bronny?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Do you think Dalton Connect is in there?
I think he is.
All right, so he
I
makes...
mean, by the way, that's sight unseen.
He makes 8.
But I think so.
And if Christian Wood's not going to be ready, I think the 9th would be Gabe Vincent. Now, what's weird about that is that doesn't leave room for Jackson Hayes,
right,
or Christian
Wood
Koloko or Christian Wood. So I think he may need to expand just to get some backup bigs in there.
But I think
right now, if you're asking me to pick 9, those are the 9.
I think those are right. I mean, looking. Yeah, I mean Cam Reddish, probably not one of the 9.
I wouldn't think so.
Bobby Tretrafino.
Oh, Bobby Tretrafino. Another year.
Yeah.
Another year of good old Bobby Tretrafino.
Probably not.
You know who that is?
No.
Jalen Hood-Shafino.
I called him Bobby Tetrafino last year.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, just for fun. Why not?
Bobby
Tetrafino.
Yeah. We talked to him yesterday. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, and the big thing with him is that he's healthy.
Yeah.
You know, there are other teams that play 10, 11 guys. JJ may be off on that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what he's telling.
You better not say that. Sedano will come after you.
He's telling the reporter types over there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
JJ, I love you.
Yeah.
Well, he needs a backup big.
Yeah.
And I didn't have one on my 9. So
yeah, right.
You know, I think. Yeah, I that could expand.
Yeah. So yesterday we were talking about it was happening while we were at Media Day, the incredible game between the Braves and the Mets, which the Mets wound up winning.
Mm-hmm. Are we not doing What's Up, Fool?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
But I thought we'd get this Mad Dog thing in.
All right.
So Mad Dog, during his show yesterday, was watching the game. Now listen to him as he goes into...
So he's doing it. She's like us. He's doing his show, but he's looking at the TV.
And he goes into pseudo play-by-play.
It's 3-0 the whole game. Here's a 3-1 from Diaz. And there's a ball in the left field and pretty well hit. And it's off the wall. It gets by the left fielder. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And there's Atlanta Braves score another run. A 3-run double off the wall in left field by our good buddy Albies. And Atlanta leads 7-6 in an absolute classic now down in Atlanta. The Mets, who had a 6-run 8th inning, bring Diaz in, and Diaz gives it up. Back to back to back to back, and now all of a sudden the Mets, oh my goodness, how they bounce back in a Game 2 scenario will be fascinating. Iglesias now can close it as New York trails 7-6, as Albies just missed a grand slam out the deep left at a 3-1 pitch, and here comes Ozuna, 12 in front of the hour.
That's 12 in front of the hour. Yeah, I like that. He's.
I don't know how he keeps his voice. When I did an impression of him a few years ago.
Right.
And my voice
you hurt
was,
your voice.
Yeah, was screwed up for like 2 days.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Lakers need you.
By the way, Mace, you're right. So Adam Schefter is reporting that Devontae Adams is available for a package that would include a 2nd-round pick and additional compensation.
Yeah, I mean this is Devontae Adams. This is I there's no way 2 first-round picks.
If that's it, I think the Rams get in it.
Yeah, I mean, they have money.
If it's only a 2nd-round pick.
And additional compensation.
Compensation.
So maybe if you're the Rams, you send them for Devontae Adams. you could include Puka, or it wouldn't be Puka, it'd be Cooper. You could include one of those guys.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody wants Cooper Kupp's.
Probably not.
They've got an out this year.
Yeah,
do you think the Raiders are really they're looking to rebuild if they trade Devontae Adams?
But the price is a second-round pick and additional compensation.
But would you want to build around Cooper Kupp? That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
if I'm the Raiders, it's an injury
Devontae
guy.
Adams is a top 5 NFL wide receiver.
Right.
Would you put Puka in the deal?
No.
For a top 5 receiver?
Correct. I think Puka is he's a top 10 receiver for sure.
Age matters in this situation, too. Puka's super young. Devontae Adams about to be
what if
32.
my new team, the commies, got him?
Puka's also super cheap. Yeah, you heard this. Ireland is now a Commanders fan.
I'm debating adopting the commies, Chris.
Listen, Jaden Daniels looks amazing.
He looks great.
Yeah.
Plus Magic. I'm shocked we haven't seen Magic take credit for Jaden Daniels
They
yet.
had 3 wins last year.
Yeah, they look good. He looks really good.
Just shows you if you get new ownership and new front office, sometimes magic happens even to a bad organization.
Clean it up, pick the right
Here we go,
quarterback.
Commanders.
And roll. The commies. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some What's Up, Fool. Bergman's got stuff. Brian's got stuff. Laura's got stuff. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, it is the season for oceanfront celebrations. Discover the perfect destination to make spirits bright. From festive coastal feasts in a variety of dining venues to holiday parties, Terranea features ample indoor and outdoor meeting and event space with personalized service to create merriment along the Pacific. Book by October 30th and receive 20% off room rates. That's a great deal. Waived meeting space rental, 25% off parking and resort fee. I'm going to do this, and I don't even have a meeting. You also get a complimentary champagne toast. You've heard me say it a million times. Terranea is the greatest. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. Get down to Terranea, and more importantly, go to that website. You can book today at Terranea.com. Terranea.com.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN.
Hey, football fans. There is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
Football fans, now is your chance to experience NFL Los Angeles. As part of your SoFi Stadium tour, get an exclusive tour of the NFL's West Coast headquarters, located just across SoFi Stadium. Get a sneak peek into the hub that is home to your favorite NFL studios and brings news and entertainment to millions of football fans around the globe. Make the most of this NFL season with this unforgettable tour experience, complete with exclusive access to the SoFi Stadium field. Buy your tickets today at SoFiStadium.com/tours.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. LA's premier card room now open 24/7. Tune in all this week to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino. That includes this Sunday's tailgate party passes to HPC and game day tickets at SoFi. Listen for your cue to call 877-710-ESPN and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Tailgate passes to HPC and game tickets to SoFi, Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play. Must be 21 and older to enter.
Join Mason and Ireland Wednesday, October 2nd from noon to 3 at Ralph's on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. Come see Lakers legend James Worthy for a meet and greet and enter ESPN LA's Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Too bad, Mace. 11 minutes in front of 2 o'clock on Mason and Ireland on a live imaging Tuesday. Yeah, no. What? Every once in a while, just to mix it up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You mix it up, that's for sure.
No, actually, I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't mix it up.
You do.
No, I'm very boring.
You're our heel. I'm our baby face. You're a heel.
I wouldn't call you a baby face.
Oh,
No.
I'm a baby. I'm a complete baby face.
Time for What's Up. We'll hit the thing.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Now, I'm a heel. There's no doubt
You
about
are
that.
a heel. That's absolutely right.
100% a heel.
Take it away, KPK.
All right, thank you, Morales. All right, so tonight I'm doing something that I feel, you tell me good idea, bad idea.
Okay.
So me and Gene are going to go on a date tonight, and we're
Nice.
going to a very large, nice place called Gelson's.
Oh, yeah. I love Gelson's.
So they have like a wine bar that's inside there,
Yeah.
and food and stuff. They do the whole thing, but it's inside of a grocery store.
Classy.
She is fully on board, wants to do it. It is absolutely something that she was in on. Is this a good date or a bad date?
Well, whose idea was this?
So it was one time we were just walking around Gelson's to grab a couple things, and I was like, oh, look, they have like a little wine bar thing. We should stop here one time. She was like, it was a joke kind of deal, and she said, sure. And then last night, she was like, let's do the Gelson's thing. So
it's her idea to go tonight. Yeah. As long as it's her idea, you're fine. I don't think it's a great idea at all.
Honey, we're going to the grocery.
But the fact that she suggested it means you need to be supportive and go.
Right.
Yeah, but
It's not the classiest move.
Yeah, I think you could do better.
I mean, I did.
But again, she said, hey, let's do that Gelson's thing.
Yeah.
You got to be in.
Wait, can you recommend a restaurant? Gelson's.
That's why I was like, is this actually what you want to do?
So
I'm
delicious.
cool with it.
Yeah.
But we're going to walk there and then go do a trivia thing afterwards.
And then shop afterwards.
And then shop. Hey, if you need toothpaste.
Yeah,
it's
there
right
you go.
there.
Oh, it's right there.
It's convenient. Well, and then tomorrow we're doing the show live from a Ralph's. So you're going to be covered.
Apparently, this
You've
is
got
all
the
about...
grocery market cornered.
That's right.
What's up, fool?
All right, guys. So Arizona did not make the playoffs this year after making the World Series last year.
Yep.
And it's already finger pointing going down in the Diamondbacks organization.
Uh-oh.
Owner Ken Kendrick blasts starter Jordan Montgomery. And a quote, he said, looking back in hindsight, a horrible decision to have invested that money in a guy that performed as poorly as he did. It was the biggest mistake of the season.
Wow.
From a talent standpoint, and I'm the perpetuary of that. So, do you like that one day after the season's ending, Diamondbacks didn't make it, that the owner comes out and is blasting their biggest free agent signing of the year that they had?
I think as long as Jordan Montgomery is still on that roster, and I think he is, you shouldn't do that. Because now it sounds like you want to get rid of him, and you just shot a torpedo in his trade value. I don't get why you would rip somebody that is if Jordan Montgomery had been traded yesterday or released, I would get it. But if he's still on the roster, why would you say that?
I actually appreciate the honesty.
Well, what good does it do you?
I think every fan has said exactly the same thing. Kid finished with a 6+ ERA after signing a gigantic deal. I'm sure the guy's frustrated. It probably is not good form, but I actually like the raw emotion of it.
Why do you want to sign with Arizona when you have an owner calling out those things?
Well, just don't have a 6 ERA.
Well,
Don't suck.
He was bad. But still, why are you going to go? If you're not good enough, you have your owner call you out. That was bad form all the way around.
I think I understand that it's not good form, but I also understand the guy's frustration because Jordan Montgomery was terrible.
You're calling out your GM and the player at the exact same time.
No, he said I made the decision. Wait a minute, he did. He said I made the decision.
Yeah, trying to take a little bit of
dumb decision.
Now watch the GM get fired.
All right, guys, we know that Shohei Ohtani is marketing gold. Everything he touches, everything with his name just goes high.
Yep.
But I wish this would have gone into fruition. So Heinz Ketchup posted that if he had 57 seasons, so 57 stolen bases and 57 home runs, that Heinz Ketchup will give away 57 limited edition bottles in honor of him with free ketchup for life.
Right, but he didn't make it.
He did not make it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know if you guys could, let's say this would have happened.
Yep.
Would you have taken the ketchup or did you want a different type of condiment?
Oh, I for sure would want a different condiment. Ready Whip. I absolutely love Ready Whip. It is my favorite condiment. It's good on almost everything.
I've said this before, and I don't know why I'm weird this way.
Yep.
But I put ketchup on burgers, and I put mustard on hot dogs, and I never mix.
Yeah, I don't think that's unusual at all.
I never do the reverse.
Yeah, I never.
Really?
Yeah, I never put mustard on a burger. I never put ketchup on a hot dog.
I think that is absolutely right. Brian, do you follow that rule?
That's weird.
I'll put ketchup on everything.
Yeah.
You're Michael Thompson.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
It's all good.
Michael does that.
Ketchup?
Bergman, are you mustard on a hot dog, ketchup on a hamburger?
Yes, I put mustard on everything. I put a little bit of ketchup on both things, but really it's just mostly mustard.
Yeah.
On a quick thing.
Onions,
yeah.
I want to add a little quick tidbit of
Okay.
Heinz. Did you guys know that the is it Heinz or Heinz? But
Heinz.
Heinz. Thank you. So the logo is a particular type of red that matches the red of the ketchup in their bottle, because a lot of places what they do is when they finish, they just fill it with a different type of ketchup. So they want you to know that it's not the original ketchup and it's not theirs because it doesn't match the color of the bottle.
Okay.
I don't
By
know
the
why
way,
I wanted to
successful
include that, but
promotion for Heinz because we're talking about it, which is the
I just
whole
thought
idea.
it was interesting.
No, it's good. It's good.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. So we are in playoff baseball. The Tigers are currently up on the Astros,
Yep.
and the Royals kicked off against the Orioles right now. 3-game series got introduced in 2022 for the wild card.
Yes.
Are you a fan of this? Because I personally kind of liked the 1-game elimination, put it all on the line, do or die that we had. I think it was like 2011 to 2021,
Yep.
that 10-year stretch. Do you prefer that 1 game, or do you like the 3-game series
I'll be
better?
honest. I think they should be 5-game series. I think they should play a 5-game series in the first round. 3-game series is just totally random. If you make the playoffs as a wild card, you should get 5 games.
I can see that as long as you make the DS 7 games. The DS and the
I like that,
NLCS
too.
have to both be
Oh, right.
7
The
games.
DS is right now 5, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, it should be 7. I
yeah,
agree.
and
5,
normally,
7, 7.
Normally, sports go the other way. They add games.
More product, yeah.
So I don't understand why they're not. Nobody's going to complain about more baseball games.
I'm totally in with the wild card going back to 1 game and then doing 7 games for the DS and CS, because 1 game was great. It's a lot like the play-in tournament. You have 1 shot. If you're in the bottom, if you're in the 9 or 10, you have 1 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun when they did. And by the way, a lot of teams that won I think the Giants one year won the 1-gamer and won the World Series. And I think there was another team that won the 1-gamer and went to the World Series.
Went to it. Well, Arizona went last year.
But that was a 3-game series.
Oh, yeah, it was just a 3-game.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm sure it's happened.
It's definitely. Were the Angels were they a 1-game playoff?
Yeah.
In 2002?
Well, I don't know if they'd invented it yet in 2002, but they did not win the division. The A's won the division that year.
Right.
That was the Moneyball team.
Oh, that's right.
That they did the movie about.
Right.
They'd lost to the Twins, and then the Angels knocked the Twins out.
What's up, Foo?
All right, I'll make this one quick. So there's a lot of cool national days today, and one that stuck out to me was National CD Player Day, and I was obsessed with my CD player, especially the one that had, like, you could put the radio in there as well. What CD did you guys overplay on your CD player?
Overplay.
CD
player.
What did I play more than anything else on my CD player?
While you guys are thinking, Sublime 40 Ounces of Freedom, the original version where they had so many different songs that they had to take off on the later versions.
That's so cool.
So I played that to death where it would skip every single time on like the 15th song.
Oh, really?
It was like 21, 22 songs total, but I couldn't get past the 15th song because it got played so much.
That was right around the time when I had my CD player that I was super into Eric Clapton, and he had a thing called the Clapton Chronicles, and that's the one I wore out.
Old Slow Hand.
Yeah, mine's kind of weird. It is the Broadway score of Rent, which I have listened to so many times, and I had that CD and listened to it nonstop. 5,000. I don't remember the number. Do you remember the number?
No,
5,000, 26,500.
I only saw Rent once.
Here's the truth about Rent. So when I lived in New York, whenever I had a bad week, I would go see Rent on the weekend.
There you go.
Yeah, it played for years and years. It did cheer me up.
What's up, Foo?
I got a quick follow-up here for you to end this. So we talked about Matt Sluka for UNLV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing the red shirt because he wasn't getting
they didn't give him his money.
$100,000.
Pay him his money.
Right. Circus Sports, the CEO, Derek Stevens, apparently came out and offered the $100,000 NIL deal that he didn't receive. And the response that UNLV staff said that he is no longer part of the program and no longer intend to do business with them. Do you have a problem with this? I mean, the guy came... The money was there. They were going to... Or is it kind of he already quit on the team, so you're out of luck, bud?
Yeah, I mean, once you have quit, I don't think... Because you've quit.
It's tough to rebuild
You've quit on the organization. You've quit on the coach. You've quit on your teammates. I don't think there's any going back, even if the money shows up.
I wasn't here when you guys were talking about this the first time. I'm totally in support of the player.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, why did he quit?
Yeah.
The team quit on him. The team
They
said, we'll give you $100,000 if you come here. He came there. He held up his end of the deal. They were 3-0, 4-0. He was playing great, and they stiffed him. I would have done exactly what he did.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, we live in an age of college athletes are making money. When you make a commitment, if you don't follow through, NIL people, the player, I think, should leave. So, there you go. Is that it?
Yep.
It's a very awkward ending to the segment.
That wasn't great. Wasn't great.
Yeah. I need you to tell me that.
Just saying.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Why
By the way,
you can't take feedback?
still Tigers 3, Astros nothing.
Good.
7th
Love
inning.
that.
Good. All right, coming up next for you.
You know, Sam Pines is pushing for a lot more feedback. Wants more meetings.
Oh, really?
And I told him, I said, Mace always walks out of the meeting.
I'm not a big meetings guy.
He goes, well, then he'll have the meetings with me. I said, yeah, good luck.
I'll have the meetings with Sam.
Have fun with
Yeah,
that.
I would love to do that. All right, coming up next for you, some numbers that tell you just how good this USC Trojan team is, and can you stop a player from playing if he wants to play? That's coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels Baseball. The all-new ESPN LA app. Your destination for LA sports.
Hey, it's Travis.
And DeMarco.
Hey, accidents can be shocking, devastating, and difficult to deal with, which is why you should never deal with them alone and have family on your side.
Joseph S. Normand and his trusted team are family, and they're here to help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
You know, when my son was in an accident, we called Joseph at 213-747-2000, and he was able to help.
You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
Join Mason and Ireland Wednesday, October 2nd from noon to 3 at Ralph's on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. Come see Lakers legend James Worthy for a meet and greet and enter ESPN LA's Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery.
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region for the 3rd year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Hey, it's Mace. NBA basketball is 21 days away, and the best place to watch all the action is Cosm. It's revolutionary technology bringing the sports experience to life. Visit Cosm.com. Enjoy NBA action in shared reality all season long.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
That wasn't up.
It was way up.
Nothing wrong with that. 204 on a YPG Tuesday.
Hey.
Mason in Ireland. Go ahead.
Okay. So this song was #1. This is my Shadano and Cap tribute section. Hey, Laura, what year was Total Eclipse of the Heart #1? Here's the... go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I did not turn on my mic.
Oh, yeah. What year was it #1?
1983.
1983. Okay. So I was working Top 40 radio then.
All
and
right.
we did this old-fashioned Top 40 radio. It was fun. You know this, Morales. So Labor Day weekend one year, we did a battle of the hits. And at the top of every hour, we would play the winning song, and then we would play the challenger song.
Oh, yeah.
And then the winner would advance to the next round.
I like it.
The entire weekend was Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse.
Every
of the Heart.
time of the
It went
hour.
every single hour all weekend. I got so sick of this song. Produced by the same guy that did all the Meatloaf records.
I like Meatloaf.
Jim Steinman was the guy that came up with that sound. All right, so this is one of the most encouraging things I've seen with USC football this year. John, you will be impressed with this. So, what did the Trojans do on Sunday in the second half? They shut out Wisconsin 28-0. Saturday. Sorry about that. Saturday. Here's the amazing thing. USC's passing defense in the second half is tied for 4th in the nation. Their first downs allowed in the second half, they're 10th in the nation. Their rushing defense in the second half, 4th in the nation. And USC has outscored their opponents 87-23 in the second half of the season. What would we say if this was Pete Carroll doing the coaching?
We would say it's a pattern, and he's not finishing games, and Danton Lynn's doing the opposite. He's figuring out what they're doing in the first half. He's making halftime adjustments. And they're fixing it. Yeah. Kind of like what Sean McVay always does.
What
McVay
McVay
has an
does,
unbelievable record.
What Pete Carroll was
when he has
brilliant
the lead
at
the half.
when you see a team turn at halftime, it means the coaching staff and Danton Lynn
knows what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. They're making whatever adjustment it takes.
I'm worried about Saturday, though.
At Minnesota?
Just that travel to Minnesota. You know, a sneaky Golden Gopher gets you on a Saturday afternoon.
Oh, them
Are
Gophers.
either one of you guys going to that game?
No, it's in
Not
Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, no, we're not flying to Minnesota.
They have the greatest pork chop restaurant in the world
Really?
in
Oh,
Minnesota.
wow.
Yeah, that I would force you to go to if you were going.
I would definitely go if I was
that all
there.
they have? Are pork
J.D.
chops?
Hoyt's if you're going. I know there's a lot of SC fans. Chris, it's picturesquely located right next to a strip club.
Oh,
that's
it's
perfect.
Minnesota. I mean,
Yeah, that's
J.D. Hoyt's.
Yeah.
HOYT''S.
All right. And by the way, Trojans -8.5 in that game. -8.5. Now, my only concern is on the road, and then is it a look-ahead game for Penn State, which is the biggest game of the year? the following
It is the biggest
Saturday
game
at
of
the
the year, and I
Coliseum.
don't think I'm going to be in town for it.
Oh, you're going to miss that one?
October 12th, it's like an
psyched for that
insane
game.
college football day.
That's Oregon-Ohio State that day, too.
Yeah, I think I'm off on a Laker thing.
It may be Alabama-Ole Miss
Hold
that
on for
day,
a second.
too.
Oh, Oregon just scored again against
Oh,
UCLA.
did they? Yeah.
Well,
hey, UCLA covered. Give
2
them
weeks
some
in
credit.
a row.
They covered.
We've covered 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
Deshaun Foster-led Bruins.
Hey, Mace, what's the score for our bets?
Oh yeah, I got the big five from last week. Let me see. Actually, Laura really won the day. Give me a couple of minutes to find that. But Laura went 4-1. 4-1.
Where are you going next week that you're not going to be in town?
You got a wedding thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Penn State game's going to be huge.
Am I not allowed to have a social calendar?
No, you are.
You are.
So
But
then
everybody where
Yeah, Ireland
honestly.
is not allowed to have a social calendar.
Everyone walks by me. Oh, Chris, you look like death. You should take a break. I'm being forced to take a break. I actually take a break. Oh, where are you going? Is it okay?
I got 4-1. Okay, I take that.
I can't ask where you're going. That's against the rules.
Well, I mean, jeez.
It's not a problem. Go wherever you want.
He feels very questioned, very interrogated.
Yeah,
if anybody else says, I'm going somewhere, you'd be like, where are you going?
That is true.
What you doing?
Cappy would also ask that
Yes,
question.
he would.
Where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you going?
San Luis Obispo, to be more specific.
Oh, nice. I like it up there.
But I don't feel like flying there. I think I'm just going to
No, drive. It's like
I'm not driving, but somebody else will drive. Or maybe the train.
Oh, the train's
that's
always
a good one.
So I got a pet peeve.
All right, what's that?
I've been sitting on it all weekend long. And you don't do this.
Okay.
But a lot of broadcasters do. I hate when broadcasters call each other partner. Hey, partner.
Hey, partner. Yeah,
Partner.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
talking about Brad Nessler? He uses that word.
A lot of
Yeah.
I watched like 3 games this weekend. They all say, "Well, partner," and it's not partner, it's partner. Partner.
Like they're from Texas.
Yeah, from Texas. Now you never do that, but you hear announcers do it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It annoys me.
Really, you
It
get
so
annoyed
annoys
fairly
me.
easily.
Well, I mean, Bergman, does it not annoy you? Partner.
Not in the
partner.
slightest.
I never called John partner.
No, you don't.
Partner.
It doesn't bother me at all. I don't like
It bothers me
every time
a
I'm
lot.
watching it. I go, shut up with your partner.
I hate that. It's such a cliche.
Well, I mean, John doesn't say it to Michael because he has to like actually hit him to get him to pay attention.
Right, true. He's only half there.
Hey,
And the other
the
thing.
chips are very good in the
Yeah, I was
second
gonna
half.
say-
And
the
the
chips,
other
yeah.
thing. What do you think of man buns?
Not a fan.
I don't like him.
I'm also not.
Didn't Brian have one for a while
yeah.
when you first started?
Brian, did you have a man bun?
No, I mean, I could throw my hair up in a man bun.
Do it now.
You just let it roll.
I do let it
You
roll.
just let it fly.
Some guys can pull it off.
No one can pull it off.
Some guys can't.
Not
the one I'm
I'll do
thinking.
it right now.
Oh, yeah, Brian's going to do it. Brian can pull it off.
See?
Laura, what's
Some.
an example of someone who can pull it off?
My man.
Christian?
When does he wear a man bun?
He kind of does a little man bun when he wears a hat. It sticks out.
Oh, okay.
The one that's, I won't say exactly who it is, but somebody's wearing a man bun right now. And I want to grab the guy and say, dude.
Stop
seriously,
immediately.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's bad.
It rhymes with Sark Manchez. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No,
I just saw him recently.
A few weeks ago, he had the hair down.
Yes.
And when
it was, I hated
He looked
the hair
like
down,
the
too.
Night Stalker.
Steve, who wins the AFC West this year?
Bad.
Well, 5 words for you. I believe in Mark Sanchez.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You know, now that he's doing all the Rams games, we're watching it. He's not bad.
Literally,
That team's not bad.
I think he does almost all the Rams
Almost all
games
the
now.
Rams games.
Yeah, he's excellent.
What
excellent.
about Brian's man bun that he's
Oh, Brian, did you rock the man?
Yeah, that
Let's
was quick.
turn around. We're going to see the man.
Oh, that's a lot, man.
Oh, no, you're not pulling it off. You're not
I don't
pulling
know.
that
It
off.
doesn't
It's
look
the
bad.
headphones.
It's like a big
It's
fluffy.
the
It's like a big
headphones.
fluffy.
It's also a headband, not
It's
a
like
head
a
tie,
big
you know?
fluffy ponytail is what that is.
Or I don't have the right thing for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not pull it off. Not you, Brian, but Mark. Like, what did you call him?
Sark
Night
Manchez.
Stalker?
There you go.
Sark
Yeah,
Manchez.
Yeah, no, he does not pull it off.
Yeah, did not pull it off. All right, let me see. Coming up next for you, we have. This we didn't get to the story, but can you tell a player to not play for his own good? We'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, man, I love my Hyundai. I'm partners with the Southern California Hyundai dealers. Love these guys, and I drive a Hyundai Elantra. Thing is smoking. When I started working with them, when I partnered up with the Southern California Hyundai dealers, I'm like, let me drive everything. So I drove the Sonata, I drove the Santa Fe, I drove the Ioniq 6, which is just luxury beautiful car. And I ended up with the Elantra because I wanted a hybrid. Hyundai cars and SUVs, all of them, give you confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Like, for example, I've got the available class-exclusive digital key. I've also, and I need this, get the remote smart parking assist. Damn, I use that a lot. And because they want the road ahead to be as worry-free as possible, you also get complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles with 10 years of America's best warranty. In a brand new Hyundai, there is joy in every journey. Do like I did. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealers today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. NextGen is the official AC Heating Plumbing Company of SoCal sports fans. That's right, NextGen is the absolute best in the business. Thousands of 5-star reviews online to prove it. So keep your home comfortable this year all year round with their NextGen Rewards membership plan. Yep, get your whole home covered with multi-point tune-ups and professional cleanings on your home's air conditioning. Not to mention your water heating systems and full plumbing inspections, complimentary diagnostic charges, and discount parts on repairs. Join the NextGen Rewards membership and get on the VIP list with a guaranteed 2-hour window priority service appointment. Right now, the NextGen Rewards membership is only $14.99 a month. That's insane, and just for ESPN LA fans. That's reduced from $29.99 a month. Pretty much half price, guys, but only for a limited time, so sign up today. NextGen is the only name you need to remember for a safe and comfy home, and call them at 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN, or visit them online at nextgenairandplumbing.com to schedule your next appointment.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192. Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
I was listening to this song this morning.
Were you?
When I was getting ready. At my hotel room, at my downtown home away from home, the home of Entertainment. At the East Central Hotel, downtown L.A. I had the giant hand in the room.
Of course you did.
And I put my iPhone on there.
Oh, that's a good place
so
to
I could
store
play
it.
this.
Yeah.
While I was ironing clothes in the nude.
You iron clothes?
In the nude.
But no, but I don't care about the nude part. Do you iron your clothes?
I wear a lot of suits and stuff, so you got to iron when you're on the road.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever ironed. I don't think I've ever.
I steam at home. I have a steamer at home, but on the road, I just use the iron.
Do you iron your stuff, John?
Yep. He's on the road.
Get a portable steamer.
So you crumble up a suit and you put it in a bag, and then you got to
No, I don't. My suits, I just lay them in a bag flat and then hang them up as soon as I get to the hotel.
Right. Sometimes you need a little touch up.
Yeah, well, or what I'll do then is I'll put it in the bathroom. I'll put and then just steam the shower.
Turn the shower.
I did that at the Dream
on.
Hotel in New York, and I set off the alarms.
I did that.
And the fire department knocked on my door.
I did that when we stayed at a friend's house on the Upper East Side, New York, and I got a suit. I think I was doing something at Fox, so I had a suit. I put it in the bathroom, hung it up, turned the hot water on, and forgot about it.
Yeah.
And when I came back in, the entire ceiling had sort of like bubbled.
Yes.
So I had to secretly go down to the guy at the concierge and say, "Can you do anything to help me?" And they were able to repaint the ceiling.
I was charged by the manager of that hotel that I was taking exotic showers.
You call that an exotic shower?
Not me personally, but they did.
Yeah.
And if you want to take exotic showers,
yes,
in downtown LA in a giant hotel room, go to the East Central Hotel. Just call them 213-748-1291. Say, hey, Cappy and Morales say you're the place for exotic showers, or book your next stay at eastcentralhotel.com. Entertainment, the home of entertainment. And, of course, Entertainment's official address, East Central Hotel, downtown L.A.
All right. Yeah, we love the East Central. When are we going to go back? This year I might actually need to stay there a little bit. Do you think do you have a connect for me?
Well, it's such a large hotel room. You, me, and Cappy could stay in
one room. No, that is
room.
never happening. I can just tell you up front. Not happening, not happening, not happening.
It would be fun.
Not happening.
Him and I went to dinner last night at the Palm.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he got the salmon for some reason.
Fancy. Who gets the salmon at the Palm?
I don't know. Cappy.
Yeah. All right, so I want to play something for you. This is Adam Schefter talking about Tua Tagovailoa on Unsportsmanlike early this morning here on 710 ESPN.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be back, and I think that that's something that a lot of people at the time thought was challenging, if not unlikely. And the fact of the matter is he has been symptom-free, and he has felt better, and he's visited with neurologists, and to my knowledge, I don't think anybody said to him, you can't do this. I don't think anybody said that, and I think he wants to go do this. And when you're put on IR, you have to sit out 4 games. He's missed 2. They have another game this Sunday. He'll miss that game, and then he'll miss 1 more. And really, it's up to that team to try to keep its season afloat if it can until Tua can get back. But I think at this point in time, it'd be surprising if Tua didn't come back.
So he's going to play. And everybody in the world after that last concussion, every talking head on TV said, you can't play. You can't do it anymore. You're done.
Yeah,
You're
but
finished.
that's his decision.
It is
100%
his decision.
Hey, by the way, you just played that clip from Adam Schefter. Did you read that both Adam Schefter and Jeff Passan are among the candidates to replace Woj as ESPN's lead NBA insider?
Yes.
Which I think is an interesting tact because one of the reasons Woj and Shams break so many NBA stories is because of their contacts.
Right.
Schefter and Passan don't have NBA contacts like those guys did, or is it a skill set that's transferable? What do you think?
I think it's a skill set that's transferable. I actually knew about this off the record a couple of weeks ago that they were thinking about doing this. And it's still a shot. The Schefter one I just heard today. The Passan one has been around for a couple of weeks. That's the one I heard about. But I think it is a skill. If I'm a newsbreaker guy, I'm a newsbreaker guy. I know how to talk to an executive. I know how to put out a tweet. I know that I am trusted and respected. He would be I think I read the article you sent. He would be the ultimate insider if he was both NFL and NBA.
I would hire Shams.
I mean, it's very expensive. I think it's probably up to the guys that are way above us.
Yeah.
Or do they?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe just have Momo do it.
Maybe the answer is in-house. I know for a fact it will not be Momo.
Well, I don't think she wants to work
She
that
does
hard.
not want to be worrying about tweets at 3 a.m.
Is it all that important? Fox a few years ago just fired all their reporters. They don't have any, and their network's fine.
They fired all the reporters from...
Yeah. Remember Fox used to do like a Sports Center copycat.
No, I didn't. Is this like a Fox 1 thing?
FS1, yeah.
You know, FS1 did it. They used to have the regional sports report, the national sports report. They had those two guys from Canada that came down to try and Jay and Dan who tried to do sports. Fox just said, you know what? Screw it. We're not in the breaking news business. We're out.
See, I'm not being a homer, but I wouldn't even know where to find Fox 1 on my cable.
$2.19 on DirecTV. On your
Yeah,
cable?
I'm on Spectrum streaming.
Yeah, so you never watch Colin.
Yeah, I don't see Colin. No,
Yeah.
I don't see Colin. I see the Get Up.
You know what you'll watch this week because some of the baseball playoff games are going on there.
Oh, that's right. I'll have to find it.
Yeah.
Isn't it True TV's also doing it,
It's
or no?
usually TBS and
Greg,
Fox.
when's the first Dodger game?
Saturday.
Day or night?
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's TBA, but I would assume it's going to be
Usually,
the 5.
yeah.
Well, that's going to work out perfect for me because I have a Laker game Friday night in Palm Desert. Saturday night in Palm Desert, I'm just hanging out.
Right.
And Sunday I have a game and I get to come home.
Nice. So are we going to... Bert, I haven't talked to you about this, but are we going to the games? How are we working this?
No, as of right now, we don't have credentials, but would you like one?
Yes.
Wait, to go to the games in the desert?
No. To go
No,
to go to the Dodgers. Are you going?
Oh.
No.
You're not going to get a credential and go?
No.
Huh.
We don't get very many credentials from the Dodgers.
Yeah, true, and the accommodations are not ideal.
We asked for a bunch last week. We got 2.
Oh, we did get 2?
For 6 games, we got 2.
2.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and you're not going to use one?
No.
Who's going to use the other one?
I'll go.
No,
we
barely get one.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we want to ask for one, I can ask for one.
Okay, you guys
I'll
want
ask
some,
for
hey,
2.
Hit the breaking news thing for a second. After 4 weeks of the 2024 NFL regular season,
Let me predict it. Jacksonville Jaguar head coach fired.
No.
Oh, okay. I took
Better-
a shot.
better than
It's
that.
going to happen.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Wait, is it bigger?
Not bigger, but better.
Okay.
Commissioner Roger Goodell has seen enough of the league's new kickoff rules that he wants to try something different.
So are they going to change on the spot?
Here's what he said. I think we'll have to make a few changes on the kickoff that will lead to more kickoff returns, he said Tuesday on Good Morning Football. Teams are returning 29% of kickoffs compared to a record low 22% last year. Goodell said moving touchbacks up 5 yards to the 35-yard line would be a game changer right away. It's extremely unlikely NFL would make a change mid-season, but it could occur.
Okay.
I love that. If you're getting all these teams kicking out of the back of the end zone, it'd be the same for every team. Put the ball in the 35.
Sure.
Less teams would do it.
In a separate note, I do think Doug Peterson is going to be fired mid-season.
Right, but you know the rumor down there is that they're going to call Belichick. I don't think they'd bring him in mid-season, though.
Belichick doesn't. I could see him, Shad Khan saying, all right, let's build around Belichick. But I can't see Belichick taking a mid-season
I agree
job.
with you.
Yeah.
I think they'll bring in a temp guy and then bring Bill in, like they did with Sean Payton.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have got the results of the Big Five
great.
games from last. I had to search
thought
my
I did pretty
computer.
well.
Bert, here's the way it turned out. I went 3-2.
Okay.
Did I even win 2 games?
No, you weren't in
out.
this pick. You were out on
okay.
Friday. Bergman,
Yeah.
3-2.
Okay. See, above 500. Great.
Laura, 4-1.
Way to go
Nice
there,
job,
Laura Romo.
Momo,
0-5.
4-1.
Wow.
Nice.
Good for Momo.
Me, 3-2.
What did Brian do?
I was trying to protect him and his man bun.
Hey, can I...
Brian, you went 1-4.
1-4, Brian.
Broken heart.
Wow.
The ladies killed it.
Overall, by the way, Laura is leading in the total picks. She's 12-8. You could almost
Hey,
make a living.
all right, let me talk baseball strategy with you guys.
Okay.
All right? In this game going on right now between Detroit and Houston, Houston is down 3-0 in the bottom of the ninth, and they're batting. The first 2 batters get on.
Okay.
So they have first and second. The winning run, or tying run, rather, is at the plate.
Right.
They just bunted.
That
to
makes
move
no sense.
That's what I think.
They're down 3-2?
They're on 3-0.
3-0, and they're bunting.
3-1.
Oh, 3-1.
Oh, 3-1.
So
Okay,
that's
then
why
it does
they did
make sense.
All right,
Yeah.
that's
The
why
first
they did
out.
it. Okay. So were the bases loaded?
It was first and third, and then something must have. I missed how it happened.
3-1, Matt. That makes sense. Now they have the tying run in scoring position. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on, Detroit, get out of this.
All right, coming up next for you. Let's do this. Chad Ochocinco says he thinks he knows why Puka Nacua got hurt this
Really?
season. Yeah. And how old is too old for a beauty pageant? We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland,
61.
710 ESPN.
BMO Stadium is the place to be tomorrow night.
Olivier Giroud has scored. It's 1-0.
LAFC are
Hey,
playoff
football
fans.
fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, John Ireland here. Are you going through a life change? Whether you're downsizing, inheriting a home, or ready for a change, Seller's Advantage is here to make selling your home easy. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs, no hassle. With Seller's Advantage, you're in control. Close as quickly as you want and do it on your own terms. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-2747 or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Join Mason and Ireland Wednesday, October 2nd from noon to 3 at Ralph's on Hawthorne Boulevard in Redondo Beach. Come see Lakers legend James Worthy for a meet and greet and enter ESPN LA's Ultimate Winery Sweepstakes for a wine country experience at Francis Ford Coppola Winery.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Now, is this y'all right?
Yeah, Starland Vocal Band.
Starland Vocal Band. So here's a weird thing. In the 70s, everybody got a variety show.
Yeah.
Right? That was a big thing.
Yep.
Starland Vocal Band got their own variety show based on this one song, the only song that they ever really did.
What movie do you think of when you hear this song?
Oh, it's definitely
40-Year-Old
40-Year-Old Virgin, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Steve Carell. All right, so John, they're doing this. By the way, the story about Puka Nacua we'll do tomorrow. Chad Ochocinco, that thing, because we couldn't find the sound. But in the meantime, over at Dodger Stadium, everybody wants a piece of history, right? You want.
Oh, I saw this.
You want something to commemorate Shohei Ohtani's magical season, and the Dodgers have done something innovative. You can go to Dodger Stadium and you can buy some dirt that was part of home plate this year. It says this: take home a piece of Dodger Stadium, the ground Ohtani stood on for his at-bat here in his momentous 2024 season. Each disc of home plate dirt is authenticated by the Dodgers. It is only sold here. Now, I'm guessing you don't get this.
Not only do I not get it, what does it cost for me to buy this dirt? I think I read $150 for a plot of dirt.
$150 for dirt.
What in the hell are people thinking?
Well, I went to the NCAA Final Four the year Bobby Hurley beat Vegas.
Okay.
And I went with my dad, and we had such a good time. And at the end of it, they had a thing where you could buy a piece of the floor. And I still have that piece of floor from the Final Four in Indianapolis that year. My dad had one too. It's since been, so I've got two pieces of the floor from that particular game. And it's a great way to commemorate. Now, I think that's what they're doing here. It's some dirt to commemorate Shohei Ohtani's success.
You would buy dirt for $150.
I've spent $150 on a Shohei bobblehead.
That makes more sense to me than dirt. I wouldn't do that either. I think you're an idiot to spend that on a bobblehead. But, Greg, dirt, you wouldn't even do it for dirt, would you?
This is something he stood on.
Yes.
Right.
And you don't even know if he
This is
actually
like, remember we had that
stood on
story
this dirt.
about the girl putting her
farts
under,
in a jar?
you know what, sweat
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
that's
Oh, there's another. What? Remember the one that farted in a jar and
Yeah,
sent
and sold
it
it,
out?
and people
Fart
bought
in
it.
a jar.
But
Yeah.
Mason, I
That-
mean,
that
I
remi-
didn't say I would buy it. I said it's an interesting way to commemorate the year.
So
Opening day dirt costs $99, and Ohtani specific dirt is $149.
look, it's dirt that you're standing on. It's not a
right, you
game-worn
guys-
jersey or bat or ball or anything like that.
You guys want to hear an interesting twist
Sure.
from the baseball playoffs?
Yep.
Why don't you get a pet rock?
Yeah, no kidding, Greg. Detroit 3, Houston 1. Bottom of the ninth. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Bases loaded for Houston. All right? So the tying run's on second base. The winning run is on first. The Astros are down to their last out. Now batting for Houston, and you knew this was coming.
Yordan Alvarez?
Jason Hayward.
Oh, that's even worse.
Jason Hayward.
The former Dodger who we knew.
And by the way,
we knew the second they released him. We said the Astros or the Braves or the Padres are going to pick him up, and he's going to win a frickin' postseason game, and it could happen right now.
And here's the thing. He was really good during the second half of the season with the Astros.
Was he? I didn't even see
And
his
hit
numbers.
really good.
Hit a 3-run homer to win a game for the Dodgers 3 days before they released him.
Right.
But now the season on the line. Well, not the season, but game one. And the game's in Houston. So this would be a big loss. But Jason Hayward has a chance to save the day.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I swear, if he hits a home run right now, this is
Ball
going to
one.
be exactly what the reasons why you wanted Jason Hayward on the roster in the postseason.
I always thought, I mean, Kevin Kiermaier is an interesting player, plays good defense.
Well, I would have gotten...
That's the Jason Hayward spot.
No.
Is the Kiermaier
I
spot.
disagree. I think it's Chris Taylor. I think Chris Taylor is the one who took Jason Hayward's spot.
Yes, he did. It was Chris Taylor coming back.
See, I carry an extra pitcher, and I would not bring Chris Taylor to the postseason.
So it's basically you're going to have 12 hitters no matter
Have
what.
they locked their roster
They
yet?
have
No.
not. They won't do
they
it
haven't.
until Friday. But either way, you're going to have three. You have to pick two of these three: Andy Pages, Chris Taylor, and Kevin Kiermaier.
Kiermaier, Pages, good night.
See, that's what I would do too. But what do you think the Dodgers will do?
They'll put Taylor in.
Taylor, Kiermaier.
Taylor Pages is what I think they're.
You think it's going to be a Pages?
No.
All right, 2-1. And
Also, Kiermaier has a
does he
fracture,
have an
little
injury?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that
hopefully he's okay. But yeah.
So by the way, if Hayward draws a walk here, it would be 3-2 with the bases loaded.
I wanted to just correct something I said. I said Jason Hayward was really good when he went to the Astros.
He was not, was he?
He was 12 for 61 for a 218 average.
Yeah. That's kind of the
with
opposite.
two doubles, 4 home runs,
All right,
4
the
home
count
runs,
is
9 RBIs.
now 2-2. I'll do a little Mad Dog Russo. It's 2-2. 2-2.
Don't hurt
Oh,
yourself.
he roped it.
Roped
right
it.
at the first base. Oh,
yeah, let's go.
Way to go,
Game
Tigers
one,
win. Boy,
Detroit.
he hit a rope.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was a hit.
Boy, and the first baseman did not move. He was standing there, and it hit him right in the mitt. Oh, man, Hayward's got to be so frustrated because he just lit that up. And you know who was on deck? Altuve.
Yeah.
Well, if that gets down the line, which was where it was going, that's
The
2
game-
runs
the
scoring
game's
for
a
sure.
draw.
The 2 runs are coming
but,
in.
At least.
But if it's 3, then the game's over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but he could have cleared it. If it was a double, he could have cleared it.
Yeah, could have cleared all.
That was
cleared
hit
the
hard.
bases. That was ripped. All right.
Spencer Torkelson is who caught that ball.
So what? Did you ever reach out to the thing that we were going to say
I
we were going to
did,
do?
and
that
had
was
no response.
No response. Okay, so
but
we're not
Jacob
doing
will
it.
be here soon.
Good. It's my game today. Let me do one last thing here. So I came. Do you know who Kristen DiMercurio is? DiMercurio.
I don't think so. Should I?
I promise you know her voice. Listen to this. I found this clip on TikTok.
Hi, I'm a voice actor. You've probably heard me somewhere in the world, Bluetooth connected.
Wow.
And there's a trick that I like to do as a voice actor that only works sometimes, and I want to give it a shot today. Okay? It doesn't work if you're wearing headphones. So if you turn your volume up, I want to see if this is going to work for you. Are you ready? Alexa, play Smash Mouth. Did it work? Is it playing?
Right. She was doing it to see if you could catch it
If
at
not,
home.
I can go.
Yeah, so she's the voice.
She's the voice
of Siri.
of your battery is full.
Yeah.
You're fully charged.
That's not AI?
No, that's for real.
Well, you can change that voice. When I used to play golf with Samuel L. Jackson, he got hired once to be the voice of Waze.
Oh yeah, right.
And so you could pay a little extra money, and it would say, "Steve, turn right." Hey, MFer, you missed the turn. He did this, and they paid him a bunch of money
that's
for it.
awesome.
I always did an Australian lady for Waze.
Lisa does like Jeeves, the butler.
Oh,
My wife. She has a British dude.
See, I have Siri.
Siri?
Yes,
Totally
Siri,
different than any
totally
other guy.
different than everybody else's personal assistant. I wanted to, since my mom was not listening yesterday, and she's watching now. I wanted to play this.
Great to see you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, guys.
My mom, Donna, is thrilled. She's listening right now.
Hey,
She's
hi.
your biggest fan.
Hello, Donna, and I hope you're listening. I'm glad you're listening, and you taught your son well. He's a great guy, so I
right.
appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it a lot,
appreciate
man.
you guys.
Donna, I got an idea. Since she's watching now,
Yeah.
you should make that your outgoing message on your cell phone.
Oh, that's a good
you
idea.
should say this. Hi, this is Donna. I'm not here, but while I have your attention, here's LeBron.
Here's LeBron. That's awesome.
And then just play that clip.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
I just want to point out that LeBron said this.
You taught your son well. He's a great guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Donna, put that as your voicemail message.
Thank you, LeBron. Thank you, LeBron.
You taught your son well. He's a great guy.
Thank you, LeBron. Yeah. All right. Coming up, I get a thrill out of that. Coming up next for you, we're going to do some games. This is my game today. We expect Jacob and Ronnie to be here along to play. That's coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, if you've been thinking about selling your house, the real estate market is changing. Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage is focused on the seller's needs and will make you a competitive cash offer and can close in days. No agents, no commissions. Getting your home ready to list can be expensive and complicated, and you may not want people coming in and out of your house. Seller's Advantage makes the selling process easy so that the seller walks away happy. They may even offer you a $10,000 advance to help with moving expenses. Get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-2747 or sellersadvantage.com.
The fun way to drive home is with
You have to sit on this. Good. I'll even flip the ice bag so you're not sitting where I sit. No. Sucio. It's not sucio.
Sí, sucio.
It's no es sucio.
Cochino.
No, it's no es chino.
Cochino.
No.
Cochino.
Okay, well, that too.
Sedano and Cap is next at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. So you get this letter from the Department of Water and Power with two big bold words, high usage. And you don't really know what to do about it, but you kind of have an idea of who you can blame. So you go knock on your daughter's door and you go, hey, would you stop showering for 45 minutes twice a day? And then you go to your son and say, would you please stop washing your car 3 times a week? And then you continue with your life until you get another one of these beautiful letters that says high usage on it. This is where the Water Boy comes in. The Water Boy specializes in pressurized leak detection, All they do, day in and day out, is go to homes and find leaks. Their state-of-the-art equipment allows them to visually and acoustically inspect your pipes to find that stubborn leak that's constantly flowing. It can be anything from a failing toilet to a burst pipe in your slab. You don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region for the 3rd year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers and Kirk Morrison Sunday, October 6th for their live Rams postgame show from Ray's Lounge at Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes and party with Travis, Kirk, and ESPN LA fans. Hollywood Park Casino is Los Angeles' premier card room casino and entertainment destination. Enjoy a postgame meal and drink at Ray's Lounge right after the game. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game. Must be 21 and older.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com. Call Jacob. Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle. Call Jacob. Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and USC is at Minnesota on Saturday. They're 8.5-point favorites, and I've got a game about USC and Minnesota.
Okay.
It is fact or fiction, so should be easy. Jacob, Ireland, Brian, Bergman, and Laura. #1, USC Trojans have played 8 games against Minnesota. They are a perfect 8-0. Jacob, is that fact or fiction?
I will say fact.
Fact. Ireland.
Fact.
Fact. Brian.
Fiction.
Fiction. Bergman.
Fact.
Fact. Laura.
Fiction.
Fiction. Fiction carries the day. They're actually 6-1-1.
Brian and
Minnesota.
Laura got that?
Brian and Laura.
Okay.
When is Minnesota good?
#2. Vince Vaughn Charlie Brown creator Charles M. Schultz and Judy Garland were all born in Minnesota. Is that fact or is that fiction? Ireland.
Fiction.
Fiction. Brian.
Fiction.
Fiction. Bergman.
Ireland knows these things. So I'm going to go fiction.
Fiction. Laura.
That's my logic. Fiction.
Fiction. And Jacob.
I'll go fiction, too.
The correct answer is fact. They were all
I thought
born
Vince
in
Vaughn
Minnesota.
was born in Illinois.
No, no. Vince Vaughn.
Your alumni game, you did this all the time.
According to the internet, he was born in Minnesota.
Okay.
All right. Number 3. The most successful ALS treatment was developed by Nobel Prize winner Arante Ursuri at the renowned Mayo Clinic. Is that fact or is that fiction? Brian.
Fiction.
Says fiction. Bergman.
Let's go fact.
Fact.
Yeah,
Laura.
Fact.
Fact. Jacob.
I'll go fact.
Fact. Ireland.
Fact.
Yep, totally made it up.
Did anybody get that?
Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Okay.
Arante Ursuri is the starting defensive tackle for the Golden Gophers. He is not a renowned scientist. All right.
I mean, you don't know that.
Brian 2, Laura 1. Nobody else on the board.
Oh.
Number 4. The USC Trojans have played in the snow twice. One was at Minnesota in 1955, a game that the Golden Gophers won. Is that fact or is that fiction? I think we start with Bergman here.
Sure. Fact.
Fact. Laura.
Fiction.
Fiction. Jacob.
Fact.
Fact. Ireland.
Fiction.
Fiction. Brian.
Give me fact.
Fact. It is a fact. According to the notes sent by
stink at this
USC,
game.
they have only played in the snow twice. Does that seem possible?
It doesn't. But who else besides Brian got that right?
I got Greg.
Yeah, Katie
Okay.
Ryan.
And
sent me that.
Jacob.
Okay.
All right, number 5. It's Brian 3, Bergman 1, Laura 1, Jacob
They're
1.
an LA team. Why were they playing in the snow?
Number 5. Actor Peter Graves, who starred in TV's Mission Impossible, was the guy inside the Golden Gopher mascot during his senior year. Laura, is that fact or is that fiction?
Let's go with fact.
Fact. Jacob.
Can you say that one more time?
Actor Peter Graves, who starred in TV's Mission Impossible, was the guy inside the Golden Gopher mascot during his senior year. In other words, dressed up as the mascot.
I'll go fiction.
Fiction. Ireland.
That cannot be true. Fiction.
Fiction. Brian.
Fiction.
Fiction. And Bergman.
I'm going to go fact.
It is totally made up. Peter Graves
finally.
did go to the University of Minnesota, but he was never the mascot.
Who else got that besides me?
Me.
Brian.
Brian is
Brian is
4.
dominating, yeah.
Okay.
Number 6. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes, but in reality, the state has 14,420 lakes. Jacob, is that fact or is that fiction?
I will say that is fiction.
Fiction. Ireland.
I'm with Jacob. Fiction.
Brian.
420 lakes. Fiction.
14,420.
Yeah, you added the 420 on it. Yeah, fiction.
That's you changing
Bergman?
my mind now. I'm still going to go fact. I'm really far behind.
And Laura.
I'm super far behind. What the hell, fact?
According to Wikipedia, it's absolutely lakes in the state of Minnesota.
All right, so Laura and Greg got that. I
Yeah.
think most of us are out.
Yeah,
but how many
Brian
are left?
is running away. There are 3 left.
All right, so we're all still in it, but Jacob, you and I have to go opposite. We get to go last.
Got it.
Okay,
Brian
Minnesota.
has to go first all the way in.
Minnesota quarterback Marcus Major has thrown for 11 touchdown passes. That's 3rd in the Big Ten. Is that fact or is that fiction, Brian?
Fact.
Fact. I assume, is everybody...
Do we have
everybody else has to go
fiction?
fiction.
And everybody else is smart to do it.
Okay, we're only
Marcus
one back. We
Major-
don't have to go fiction.
Major,
Oh, we don't?
You
Marcus-
just did.
You
Take
just
it.
did.
Take it.
Oh, yeah, I'm
All right,
taking
no,
it.
Greg, I'm not giving you a point because you complained. Everybody else can
No,
go.
I didn't complain. I didn't. There was no complaint. I
That
said
was a
I would. I
what,
said
Mace,
I don't
was
have
that
to go
not a
fiction.
complaint? I don't have to go fiction.
No, I'm saying this next one. There's 2 left. There's a
I'm
there's a
going to
fact.
rule in favor... Who should I rule in favor?
I'm not getting involved.
Bergman.
Yeah,
I'm going to
thank
vote
you.
for
I
Bergman.
did not
yeah.
complain about anything.
Right.
By
So
the way,
here's the score.
Marcus Major
complained more
is
than
their
anybody.
running back. Max Brosner is the quarterback. He's thrown only 6 touchdown passes.
All right, Brian has 4. Laura and Greg have 3. Jacob and I have 2, and there are 2 left.
No,
All
I-
right. All right.
I
Brian
have
has,
3 too.
How many you got them with?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, number 8. Minnesota is the 2nd northernmost state in the U.S. after Alaska. Minnesota is the 2nd northernmost state in the U.S. after Alaska. Brian, is that fact or fiction?
Give me fiction.
Fiction. Bergman.
I don't want to go against it here. I'm going to go fiction.
Fiction. Laura.
Fiction.
Fiction. Jacob.
I'm going to go fact.
Fact.
I'm
Ireland.
I have to go fact.
And fact is the right answer, yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that weird? Minnesota
Maine
is...
Maine, I
Maine is
think
not
that,
higher?
yeah.
According
That's what I
to Wikipedia, Minnesota is higher, most northern than Maine.
All right. So you have one left, right?
Interesting.
Yes.
All right. Jacob has caught Brian. Jacob has 4. Brian has 4. Greg, Laura, and I all have 3. So Jacob has to go first.
Okay.
Then Brian. Then Laura, Greg, and me.
Okay, here we go. Among
Brian's
Minnesota,
sitting up.
among Minnesota Golden Gopher retired numbers is former Rams quarterback Norm Van Brocklin. Jacob, is that fact or is that fiction?
I am going to go with fiction.
Brian.
I'll take fact.
Okay,
Take a
we're
fact.
out.
That means we'll have a winner.
Yeah, all right. Okay, what's the answer?
Correct answer. Fiction.
Jacob!
Jacob!
3 retired numbers, including Bronco Nagurski's the most famous retired number at the University of Minnesota.
You know who else's number is retired at the University of Minnesota?
Who?
Michael Thompson.
Michael Thompson. There you go.
His number 43.
You want to do the tiebreaker
Sure.
just for fun? All
Yeah,
right, here it is. How much money did Michael Thompson receive for going to Minnesota, closest without going over? No, I'm kidding. We don't know the answer. In history, how many wins have the USC Trojans recorded in presidential years? That includes their 3 wins so far this season. Let's make this closest without going over. So how many wins in history do the USC Trojans have during presidential years? Jacob, what's your guess?
I am going to say 42.
42. Ireland.
222.
222. Brian.
100.
100. Bergman.
230.
230.
Screw you, Bergman.
I didn't go 223.
153. Let me tell you something. Somebody just about nailed this number. And it is John Ireland. The correct,
Gotcha anyway.
correct answer, 224. Your guess was 222.
222.
Yeah.
Wow. Good
Really
job.
Good guess.
Oh,
really
so
good
if you
guess.
would have gone 223, you would have. I would have
That's right. You would have been there.
But
So-
Jacob is the winner.
Okay, so I was at the game, USC game Saturday.
Okay.
And they serve water, Dasani water, in a can. So when I went to open the can, I cut myself. Pretty good cut.
That's a pretty good cut.
Now, do I have a case?
What was wrong with the can? Just because you
There
cut your
was
hand?
jagged metal. When you turn the
I think
screw,
he created the jagged metal.
When you turn the screw, there is jagged metal around the lip of the can.
So that's a fantastic question. You take that particular can.
Did you save it?
And if there was something that was a dangerous condition about that particular can, and it's possible when it was being produced, that particular can had something abnormal about it, then yes, you would have.
But he would have had to save the can,
Oh, 100%.
right?
Gotta save the
okay,
can.
so
Damn.
my similar dilemma. My wife has a friend who she plays tennis with, and she went into McDonald's, and she ordered a coffee. And somehow in the exchange from the server to her, the coffee spilled onto her stomach, and she has third-degree burns.
Third-degree burns?
That's how hot it was. Like her skin is... does she have a case?
So she definitely does. And the reason she does is because you get to watch the cameras. Now, I'm going to tell you, I just this week did a consultation on a coffee case. And when we brought in our expert, it's, at another restaurant, they said that the type of container tops that they are now using, once it's closed, you cannot, it does not come off. Either it closes or it doesn't. So
whoever put the top on the cup would be responsible in this scenario that I described.
And if they are an employee of McDonald's, obviously McDonald's is going to be responsible.
And if the person, like if I was the one receiving the coffee, if I put it on myself and then I spilled it, then I don't have
exactly.
a case.
The point I was trying to make is they said that if the top was not on, as the person was passing it onto the, to our client in the car, it would have poured. It's not something that she takes it and then she starts to drink it and then it pours. It doesn't happen at that point. Either it's on or it's off.
So
That's
if
what
they
our
left
expert
the
said.
caps sort of not fully on, the lid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for your wife's friend, Absolutely.
By the way, the famous coffee story, the McDonald's coffee story, was $2.7 million was the settlement.
And apparently that's the reason they have these new tops.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it a Seinfeld episode? And Kramer put balm on, and Jackie Todd said, "Who gave you the balm? Who told you to put the balm on?"
Yeah.
You had a balm? I didn't tell you to put on no balm. And so he had to settle for like free coffee for
that's
life.
so funny. So funny. So Jacob, we talked about this a little bit last week. You're going to be on the big infinity board.
That's right.
The Rams.
Quit
on
trying to
Sunday.
glom on to Jacob's celebrity.
So I have not been able to get to Kevin Demoff to know if this is
funny how that works.
He's dodging me.
But this
Of course
Saturday,
he is.
This Saturday,
we actually have a suite on the field.
Sunday,
And-
right?
Yes.
Green
I mean,
Bay
I'm
game.
sorry, this Sunday. So come on down.
Right.
I'm sure we'll see Kevin.
Okay.
And we can talk about it with him.
we can do
And we can do whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Awesome. Now, are you going to be able to do this every week?
Every week.
As the legal partner?
If I'm there every week, I'm doing my hands.
Right.
I'm flying
well,
up and down.
We're 1-0 with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're planning to go 2-0.
There you go. Going to go 2-0 at home. Jacob, thanks. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Hey, this feels good.
And thanks for all the legal advice, too.
Yeah, that was
Damn,
good.
I
That was
sh- I
interesting
should have
today.
saved that
and,
damn
and,
can.
and you're the victor. To the
Yeah.
victor go the spoils.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And by the way, you know what the spoils are?
I have no idea.
Just a little pride.
It's good
That's
enough.
it. Just a little pride.
He'll take it.
Hey,
I'll take it as a smile. How's
there you
that?
go. Don't forget, if you are involved in any kind of accident, you want a fighter, you want the real deal, and that is Jacob. Go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. Jacob, great seeing you.
Congrats, Jacob.
Thanks,
And
guys.
let's hit the super stager.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Scott Kaplan is in the building.
Oh, he's in the building. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, He's 5 feet to my left.
Oh.
Right. That man behind the glass is Scott Kaplan.
There he is. He talked about he thinks he saved my life on Saturday
with the can incident,
the sliced finger. But the reality is, it was Nurse Rachel. Nurse Rachel was she got me some alcohol. She rubbed that. She got a butterfly.
Okay.
I mean, she's a great.
I consider both of you very smart men.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you not, either one of you, throw the can in somebody's pocket so you had evidence of a case? Now you got nothing.
Right. I'm probably not that guy, but I didn't save the can, and there was jagged metal around
that's now you can't prove it.
No, I can't prove it at all.
Cap, how are you?
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Why would we not have thought about that? Is a great question because
there was probably drinking. Were there gummies involved?
No, I go to games straight.
I too.
After the first half, I would have thought you would have.
Yeah,
popped one.
I go to games straight. I want to see the game, understand the game, know the game.
I was not gumming or Coors Lighting.
He's like a straight edge guy now.
Well, it's been like a couple of weeks because when I got sick, I had to get my body back together. But Rachel was dosing the entire place.
Oh my God, those lively and present gummies. She
bless
She
her.
is like a Pez dispenser.
She
Knock
literally
back the head. Here you go.
She was gummying the entire tent.
And by the way, she is also like trying to get everybody else to take the lively and present gummy, which is a very nice gummy, by the way.
Joyful and present.
Joyful and
Yeah,
present.
isn't that the one you had when you went to the Sphere?
Yes.
And you said it was good, right?
It's great. Yeah. She loves Joyful and Present. So, Mace.
I had some friends of mine that went to the Sphere this weekend
To see the Eagles?
and they said it was unbelievable.
Oh, really?
Pepe went to see the Eagles. Said it's crazy
I bet.
cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I have this called Jacob pen.
Yeah.
We
nice.
just had Jacob in studio.
Yes, we did.
Jacob would have been the perfect guy to go after Dasani for
Oh,
us.
we just talked about it. He said we
And
should
he
have
said
saved
you
the
had
can.
a case.
He says there is
but
a
you
case
guys
there.
buried the evidence.
And, prior to you nearly chopping off your arm,
yeah.
Rachel, too, had cut her hand. So that's why she was
doing the same thing. Right. They need to wise up here because people are just cutting their hands.
I wonder if if the can gets cold and wet, if there's some sort of like expansion of the aluminum,
right,
or something like
when
that.
When you open it, there's like those jagged metal.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a pain in the
that's
ass,
terrible.
man. And in your
Dasani,
case,
get it together.
And so, how are your jeans?
My jeans turned. I think I'm wearing those jeans right now.
Well, because did you hear what happened, Johnny I?
No.
So what happened is Mace was bleeding like an animal.
Yeah,
stuck
like a pig.
I mean, you have no idea what was going on here. And so the blood is all over his favorite jeans, his good luck jeans.
My good luck jeans.
And as it turns out, they got you a victory after falling behind 21.
And so what did
Rachel do?
So not only did Rachel put together a tourniquet on his hand, then go find proper first aid. Yep. She then went to the bar because had already become best friends with the bartender.
Yes,
of course.
Well, she was there a lot.
I would think nothing less of her.
Right. And then she comes back with like club soda. Yep. And she's standing there cleaning Mace's pants.
Yeah, I mean, Rachel is unbelievable. You do not deserve her. Cappy, you don't deserve her.
Why not? Cap he's a
but
Renaissance man. Maybe Rachel doesn't deserve Cap.
She is
I think Cap could kick Rachel to the curb and date Jennifer Aniston next week.
I
agree with
honestly, I think you'd better with Rachel.
Okay, well, I think I'm better with both. I think I should be dating
right,
Rachel,
I've heard this.
Rachel and Jennifer
You're a
Aniston.
big throuple guy.
I've got Rachel and Rachel. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear you.
There it is. Double R's.
Right.
Who are you working with today?
This guy, I've never really worked with him before, and I don't think he's ever been here before. I think his name is George Sedano.
George Sedano. Running late, or is
I don't know what his deal is today. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I had to take a stab, I haven't seen George yet today, which is weird.
Is he supposed to be here?
Yes.
I saw him yesterday. He made an appearance at Laker Media Day.
Oh, right. He did come to Lakers Media Day.
And I know he was over at the TV building today doing horn.
Horn.
That's what you call it.
Is that what you call it? You don't call it ATH?
No, you call it horn. When you're on horn, you call it horn.
It's like being in the league.
Right. And then I haven't seen him. And then I know that Morales was in a mood today. Have you guys had like...
Oh, yeah. Well, he was lighting you up earlier. He
Why?
was on you because he said you ordered salmon at a steakhouse, and that is somehow like a faux pas.
Okay, first of all, let me just say one thing. Last night, me and Morales went to the Palm to have dinner at the bar.
Yeah.
And the reason we were going to the Palm is because last time he went there, he took a picture of the chicken parm. And he sent me a picture of the chicken parm. And the chicken parm looked like outlandishly good.
Yes.
Right? So I went to the Palm last night thinking I'm going to have the chicken parm. I sit down at the bar. The bartender, who, by the way, is a huge 710 fan.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
male or female?
Female.
Okay.
And I mean, knows every show, says she knows you guys. And the only reason we know this is because he and I started chatting. And she goes, "Are you guys talking about 710?" And we're like, "Yeah." She goes, "I listen to 710 all day, every day."
Awesome.
Did she not recognize you and Morales?
Not one bit.
Did she? But when she heard the name,
Then we're like, "Oh, well, hey, Chris is like, hey, this is Cap." And I'm like, "Hey, this is Morales." She's like, "No way." And we were like, "Yeah, this is us." And she's like, "Well, I know Mason and I know Ireland and I know Sedano, and it's so good to meet you guys and blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
So I went there to have the chicken parm. Turns out they didn't have any chicken.
What?
No chicken.
They had run out.
Out of chicken?
Oh, so you had to call an audible.
So to me, here's the thing. The Palm, you think, is a steakhouse.
Correct.
But when you go there and you look at the menu, there's a lot of traditional Italian dishes.
Right.
So when I did not want red meat. I was going to have chicken, and after chicken,
I was a shot at a steak.
I didn't want a steak. I wanted
one of them big tomahawks.
Salmon
is good at a steak.
Salmon is great
at
a steakhouse.
I like salmon, but I
had no issue with your order.
I understand it, but I mean, if you go to a steakhouse, good steak.
But well, guess what? I would have gone somewhere else and had a salmon. I was committed to not having red meat last night.
I will tell you this: some of the best seafood I've ever had are at steakhouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends where you go. Like Ocean Prime down in Miami is unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of chicken parm, George.
Speaking of chicken parm,
George has been to this restaurant. So my favorite restaurant in Manhattan Beach is this place called Slay.
Yeah, my kids love it.
David
I've
Slay,
never
the
been there.
owner, is fantastic. You've met him.
I've met David.
Just
Slay.
a great guy. David has 4 restaurants in the South Bay. My favorite one is the Slay Steak and Fish House.
Does he have T-shirts that say like "Slay all day" or anything like that?
All that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Slay all day.
So one day I'm
Slay
in there.
Queen.
He's like a great restaurateur. He like as soon as you check in, even if he doesn't know you, he'll come up, introduce himself.
And the son is also involved.
It's great. So one day I'm in there and I said, David, and everything on the menu is great. Steak, fish, all of it. I go, I'm in the mood to try something different. He goes, you're going to think I'm nuts. But he said, try the chicken parm. He goes, I think we have the best chicken parm in the city. And I tried it, and he's right, and I've turned about 10 people on.
Really?
Wow. So if you are like Cappy and I, and you're a fan of chicken parm, go to Slay Steak and Fish in Manhattan Beach and order the chicken parm. You will not be disappointed.
So we were together at Craig's.
Right.
And
I
we
mean,
had,
they're known for their
we
chicken
had the
parm as
chicken
well.
parm.
Yeah, very good
I
there.
thought
Very
it
overrated.
was delicious.
Very
chicken
overrated.
parm. No, it's just
No, it's
Wait a minute, I
good.
thought you were friends with Craig.
I am, but I'm going to be honest. I mean,
You're telling Craig his chicken parm is overrated?
It's
When
good.
it's the menu item.
You're not getting a table, man.
Listen, I love
That was good chicken parm to me.
It's good. It's good, but there's better. Significantly better.
How would you rank Craig's against David Slay?
Yeah.
Slay, I thought Craig's was great.
Yep.
I'd give Craig's an 8. I'd give Slay a 10.
A
Yeah.
10.
We've had
See,
at
20%
the
difference.
Italian. We've had.
Yeah, you took Matteo to the Italian.
Yeah. We've eaten it at the Italian. It's delicious.
So wait, so I'm taking heat from Morales
Well, what
for
else is
having
new?
salmon at a steakhouse
no.
that the menu
But
is
we
half
came to-
Italian.
Do you want to ban him from Lit?
He did
I would
20
love to.
minutes of it. 20
Well,
minutes
you know
of
we were
you and the
laughing about?
salmon.
We were talking about Pete Rose. And I said, Chris, you know the difference between you and Pete Rose? I said, Pete Rose, I go, you.
Accomplish something?
No, I said, Chris, play a bad guy. Pete Rose is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Chris is playing a character. But so I think he was just playing it
Let
up.
me tell you something. So we go to the Palm last night, right? We sit down at the bar, and the bartender, she says, what can I get for you? And Chris orders an old fashioned.
I love an
Strong order.
old-fashioned,
Okay.
Yeah.
I order a water with a lemon. I'm hydrating.
So he's already annoyed with you.
So now he right. So, in fact,
I mean, you know it. I mean, you laugh because you know it's true.
Right, because I'm not drinking with him. Right,
not having it.
Right.
Yeah.
Then he finishes the old fashioned.
Yep.
And then he orders another like heavy cocktail, whatever it was.
Right.
He says you were driving him to drink.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I order another water to match whatever it was, whatever brown liquid he was drinking.
Yes.
Right. Then we order and it's Monday night, dude. Like I don't need to have like a monster meal. First we have an appetizer with the meatball, which was that was very good.
Nice.
Then we both had chopped wedge salads, which okay. By that time I'm full, okay. And now here comes the salmon with this nice risotto underneath it. He has this giant New York strip, okay. And at the end of the night, when the bill comes, and by the way, it's freaking expensive over there, right? Mm-hmm. When the bill comes, you'd think that he would be just show a half an ounce of class. This guy,
Right.
Just half an ounce.
Just at least try to go for it.
Just half an ounce.
Did
of
he
class.
not?
He alligator armed it?
Did he? Is it like a T-Rex?
I mean, it was almost as if he might as well have said to me, "I forgot my wallet." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever see that commercial that they have now where the guy is like, "Hey, sorry about this, forgot my wallet, sugar mama." You ever see that? I don't know what commercial.
I don't know what that is,
He was like, he's like, "Okay, pay for it now."
So you paid for dinner?
So I paid for it. So now,
why it wasn't a split?
so I don't know. Well, I was.
He forgot his wallet. Ross forgot his wallet.
Yeah.
Well, in the end, I was like, you know what, man? It was your birthday. Let me take you out for your birthday. Let me show you a nice time. Let's have a nice dinner.
No,
together,
that's nice. Yeah.
Lovely, right? But man, I'm taking heat over ordering salmon.
Yeah.
I got no problem with it.
The other thing you're taking heat over, I don't want to start it. I'm not somebody who likes to start.
What
this.
happened?
He said he has trouble staying awake during the final hour of your show. He said that on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my favorite hour. That's the best
Yeah,
hour
that's
you
when
guys
you guys
have.
kind of let it rip.
Yeah.
It's loose and it's fun and it makes me laugh. And
He is a miserable human being.
Well,
He really is. He really is.
he's not happy. You remember Larry Brown, the old basketball coach every team in the NBA?
Yeah.
I know a bunch of his friends, and they said, "Here's the thing you got to understand about Larry. He's not happy unless he's miserable."
Correct.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
And
and
I think
I
Chris has a little of that.
He
in him.
came in here today. He said, should I take the, and it was like hydroxy cut that you put in water. I'm like, no. The last thing you need is speed.
Right.
You need the opposite of
Right.
speed.
Yes.
Because he's too
Wound
wound
up.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
the reason he can't stay awake during the last hour of Sedano and Cap is because he wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Not even.
Exactly.
It's like 3.
3 a.m.
Yeah, he's giving me a run for my
He's
money.
working on East Coast hours.
Yep.
And he thinks that he's the only person around here that can do anything, so he does everything because he doesn't want to delegate. He wants to do everything himself.
Correct.
He wants to be as hands-on as he can be.
Yep.
Right.
And so maybe he should start to delegate a little bit.
Yeah.
And then maybe he should start waking up at 6 rather than 4.
Yeah, he's completely consumed
Who should he delegate to?
by this.
I don't know. Whoever, is available.
I told Bergman the other day.
Bergman
I
would be
said,
good.
because Morales has been such a pain in the ass, that I said, what you need to be, Bergman, is you need to be the anti-Christ. Because, he's more like the anti-Christ.
Oh, the
these days.
anti-Christ.
So
I
I
like
told.
that.
So I said, you need to be the anti-Christ, is what you need to be, Bergman.
So when
that's a
Bergie,
double anti?
Yeah. So, positive.
Oh, positive.
So when
yeah.
Bergie walks into the studio, we're supposed to always play the song
Walking on Sunshine. Because Morales is, what we said is when Morales comes in, it's the Imperial March from Star Wars.
Oh, that's
when
funny.
like
Darth
Darth Vader comes in.
shows up, right.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. Dun. Play it, D. Dun, dun, dun. Why are you looking at him? I said play it. Play it. Thank you. There it is.
Were you just intimating that he was trying to
Oh,
intimidate
he looked
him?
right at Morales because he was. Oh, okay. You looked there. I was hoping you weren't looking at him.
Okay.
So you mentioned Walking on Sunshine.
Yeah.
I'll tell this story before we go. I got somebody tried to fix me up on a date with Katrina.
No way.
Well, that would have.
Were the waves going to come too?
Yeah, wait,
That would have been a surprise for Katrina.
Yeah. I said
recently?
No. This was recently. Who knows? Where
This is when
Katrina
you were part of the Young Republicans?
This was when it was a thing. This is when Walking on Sunshine was a hit.
Yeah.
And the record executive said, "You really need to meet Katrina." So I did meet her.
When you were in
but I'm like-
Ohio?
Yeah, when I was in Ohio. I was in Detroit at this concert.
You guys get down?
No, we did not. We did not get down with the waves.
You didn't walk on Sunshine with Katrina?
I did not walk on Sunshine.
Did they ever have another hit?
No, that is definitely
John,
it for them.
That one was pretty darn big.
It was
John,
big.
I want to tell you something. I keep telling Mason
God.
that he will be at some point here in the near future
No,
sleeping with a woman.
no.
He says no.
Unless
for a baby.
for a baby, I would
John,
do it.
I want to show you a photograph that was taken this weekend
What?
of Mace and 2 very hot chicks.
Women love him.
Take a look at this picture. Don't show it on the camera. Don't show it to anybody else. Take a look at Mace and these 2 very hot chicks. And look what is going on in this picture. Look what is going on here. Will you please?
They're grabbing his you know what.
I can't.
I mean, Mace.
I can't blame him.
If you wanted
can't blame him.
Granted, it's the cardboard version, but still.
So
it's a
LZ
cardboard
used to have a phrase.
Yep.
Does someone have snatchback power? Is what he would say. So does anyone have snatchback power? Is there a woman with snatchback power? Because like LZ would say, I think he referenced once like, oh, like Beyonce has snatchback power. Right. I would go back for Beyonce. Is what he said.
Yeah, is there a woman that could get you to go back?
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
ScarJo.
ScarJo
See?
would definitely do
Or
it. for
you
me.
put her above Penelope Cruz?
Penelope, yeah, I think.
Because Scarlett has the body.
I feel like Vanilla Sky ruined Penelope Cruz for me because I
Yeah.
felt like I saw that character and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. She's crazy.